Welcome to Game Day. The University of Wisconsin La Crosse Eagles on KQEG-TV. Today, the Eagles take on the UW Oshkosh Titans. Our game is brought to you by 360 Real Estate, helping to build the future of La Crosse. The Arterial Bar and Grill. Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Dahl Honda, your hybrid headquarters at 4th and Cass. Ace of La Crosse and Ace Sportsland in the Shelby Mall. And Howie's on La Crosse. Before or after the game, make it Howie's on La Crosse. Now let's go down to the field and the KQEG-TV broadcast team, Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson. And after a record-setting weekend, the Eagles return home to Veterans Field. Hi, everybody. Rick Wilson, along with Terry Erickson, bringing you homecoming today from UWL Veterans Stadium, Roger Herring Field. And as you can see, the band is out there entertaining everybody as we get ready for the kickoff at 1 o'clock today. Terry, what a weekend it was last Saturday. Wasn't that amazing?
When I think of that weekend in River Falls, I think of a hit musical, Oklahoma.
Oh, you do?
I do, seriously.
Okay.
From the 1950s, I saw it the other day.
Yeah.
And Gordon McRae saying, "Oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day.
Gotcha.
Everything's going my way."
Yeah.
Now, that was a key part of the
that's
lyric.
right.
Everything's going my. All right. When I think of that game, I think of that musical from 1955.
Yeah.
Because everything was going the Eagles' way on offense. It was an incredible. It was one shining moment. 3 stars were born. Evan Lewandowski, it's kind of documented now, 9 touchdowns, 591 yards, tied a national record, broke all kinds of record. And in fact, WIAC Player of the Week. You think of Cam Sorensen, a star was born there because he caught 8 passes. He broke Nick Holcomb's record. You think of Ryan Byrne. Now, he's maybe forgotten among those 2 records.
But he shouldn't be.
Because he was 9 for 9 in extra points and set a school record. So I think of that. I think of that hit song and that musical. And now on the defensive side,
ouch!
Do you remember the horror show? And it was called Nightmare on Elm Street. Remember that?
Yes.
Okay. No.
Okay.
I just thought of the analogy because it was a nightmare at Don Williams Stadium in River Falls for the Eagle defense because they gave up 38 first downs, 40 catches, 611 yards. So even though Gordon McRae's song is in my mind about, oh, what a beautiful day, it was not so beautiful on the defensive side.
No, absolutely not. They allowed 6 touchdowns, which is highly unusual, I think, for that defense, don't you?
Oh, my goodness. So well coached. They played so well prior to that. Part of my discussion with Mike Schmidt, which we'll get to, is like, what the heck happened with the Eagle defense?
No kidding. Well, today, though, now this is homecoming today, the Wall of Fame. They're going to introduce some athletes into the Wall of Fame. But this day has a lot of significance for the Eagles, doesn't it?
It's got a significance back even to when I was a student athlete here.
Yeah.
Meaning homecoming, meaning bringing back all people from the past, celebrities in town, local community members come out for this game. And then you have Wall of Fame, one of the most prestigious things at the University of Wisconsin La Crosse. And then there's the Roger Herring honorary captain celebration prior to the game. And then the celebration after the game, honoring his 50 years of accomplishments. Looking at his resume, it's like one whole page,
Yeah.
a small font.
Oh my, yeah.
So we'll talk about that during. So this is a very special day, no question about it.
Well, and it's homecoming, of course, and it's also special in that they really need a win today, don't they?
This is a highly pivotal game. If the Eagles planned at all to get into the postseason and plan to be in the running for the conference championship, this is absolutely a must-win. You are right.
But this team, the Titans, they're a pretty good team. They're winning games like crazy now. Tell us about the Titans.
Well, I tell you, listen to this resume. You talk about impressive. They're on the heels of a convincing win over UW Eau Claire. Not that Eau Claire is really one of the top tiers in the conference, but they held them to 63 yards on the ground.
Wow.
And they had averaged a league-high 203 yards per game. Now think of that. Number 2, they have only allowed 87 points in 6 games. And in the last few games they've outscored, in the last 2 weeks, they've outscored their opponents 51-10. I don't even like to hear that.
Wow.
They're in contention for their 4th WIAC Conference Championship in the last 8 years. And this is not something the Eagle fans want to hear. They've beaten the Eagles the past 8 years and have outscored the Eagles 256-121 during that streak. They have so many featured players we'll talk about during this broadcast, but are they a formidable opponent? Are they at the top of the conference? Are they one of the top teams in the nation? Yes.
No
indeed.
question about it. Yeah, they're rated in the top 10, aren't they?
They are.
Well, all right. What about the Eagles now? You meet with Coach Mike every week. You talk to him. One of the big problems or one of the concerns has got to be the defense. Last week was not a stellar performance, as we mentioned. What did Mike have to say about that?
Well, first of all, he's always upbeat. I like being in his office because it improves my day. I think one of the things that he's building on all the positive things, like outscoring opponents in the first quarter 42-7. The fact that the offense played at above any expectations that anyone had. Defensively, though, he had concerns, of course, and that was allowing the quarterback at River Falls, and we talked about that last week, to get out of the pocket, to give a lot of opportunities to throw, to move the pocket, to not bother him, and so on. And that was one of the things that certainly was a key point all week long in practice. I asked him about what he can do offensively. He said it's not going to be as easy, Terry, against a defense that deploys everybody horizontally and vertically and doesn't leave a lot of gaps. Mm-hmm. So, but his point of emphasis was the emergence of Cam Sorensen, the fact that Speaker is erupting, even though he didn't play real well the first two games. And then the injury update, too, he shared with me. Josiah Gerlich will be out with a sprained MCL, and Zach Pierce was a question, game-time decision, but he will play. That's good news. And finally, yeah. Joey Roth is still out, so that will hurt the Eagle secondary.
You know, you talk about the history of these teams. Oshkosh historically has had a rather incredible team. They have beaten, at least the last couple of times I've seen the Eagles, they haven't beaten them in the last 3 or 4 years.
No, exactly, and they're just on the. They have such a strong coaching staff, and their entire program. The basketball team, men's, won the national championship last year. The women's team, top of the WIAC, and so they're just a university on the rise.
Well, Coach Schmidt had told me early in the season that he felt Oshkosh had lost some key players. Do you think that's true?
No, I do not.
Ooh, okay.
I think when you look at their roster, offense and defense, they bring back a lot of star power. Oh. They bring back a lot of people with experience. They share the wealth, especially on defense. You're going to see a defense that's just going to impress the heck out of everybody. I just hope they don't bring their best defensive effort here this afternoon.
All right, well, let's get into the keys to the game today. The keys to the game are brought to you by Dahl Honda in La Crosse. Remember, Honda's got your keys to a new Pilot or a CRV. That's Dahl Honda at 4th and Cass.
One of the keys, can Evan Lewandowski, who I talked to a couple times this week, can he continue to be at that same peak performance the last 2 weeks? He's been on fire. Yeah. So and he needs to continue to that level. He's doing such a good job, Rick. You and I have talked about this, of reading the defense, of keeping his poise, of moving the pocket, not forcing anything. And that's what he needs to do this afternoon, not try to force things that he did at Platteville, for example, when he threw a record number of interceptions. That's a key.
I was going to say, he hasn't always been that way. He's grown into that, don't you think?
Oh, and I think part of it is because the coaches have coached him up and done a better job of helping him from the neck up, understand the game. Number two, the Eagles need to have a mistake-free game. In other words, the Titans thrive on mistakes, and they take you to the house, they make you play. Mm-hmm. Number three, the level of play that UWL defense needs to contain Kobe Berghammer. We're going to talk about his stats. He does it all with his legs and with his arm. And then the battle of the special teams. It's maybe a cliche, but I don't think so today, because the Eagles have Jake Simonchek, who's elusive, evasive, explosive. If they can utilize his ability, and you and I know, we watched him play and talked about him, leading the nation last year in all-purpose yards, that will be a key. And finally, UWL needs to throw the ball downfield. I don't think they'll be able to hit the middle like they have. I think Speaker and Sorensen need to work the outside, and I think that is is something that will be a target. And then the Eagles are doing much better in the red zone. Early in the season, I wouldn't say that. But they're finishing in the red zone, and if they do that this afternoon, it's going to be a tremendous game.
Each week, the WEAC comes up with 3 athletes of the week, an offensive, defensive, and special teams. And this week, 2 of them are from UWL, right? Evan Lewandowski, the offensive player of the week, and Ryan Byrne, the special teams player of the week. So that's great news.
It is. I talked to Ryan Byrne's dad out in tailgating, and he was extremely excited about this game, and he should be with his son from West Salem, of course, doing so well as an Eagle.
Well, we're going to get the Star Spangled Banner in here. I think we've given them all the information they need to know to start this game, right?
Well, we even talked about a couple of musicals, one
That's
musical
right, yeah.
and one movie.
Hopefully you won't be singing today.
So, well, I just thought about that, so I just have a little fun in our pregame. I hope we do that.
You did mention at halftime today we have an interview that you want to do at halftime with. Tell us.
I'm excited to bring a friend of mine, Mike Durnan, who was a quarterback here and an outstanding student athlete, on the show at halftime. We're going to talk to him about where he's gone since leaving here, reflections of his playing career here, reflections of Evan Lewandowski breaking his record, and he's just a quality guy. And stay tuned, viewers, for that interview at halftime.
All right, we'll take a break, and we'll be back as the Star Spangled Banner plays. We'll be back right after this.
At the new Dahl Honda, we're hitting our stride. We now have 165 Hondas in stock, with more on the way. Or shop the tremendous Dahl inventory of nearly 500 used cars. Come experience the Dahl VIP buying process and learn more about the used car advantage. We've assembled and trained the best team in town, and they'll work hard to find a payment that fits you. Dahl Honda in downtown La Crosse and at dahlhonda.com. Simple.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. Today, UW La Crosse Eagles take on the UW Oshkosh Titans. And first, they're going to flip the coin here. And an honorary member of this, shall we say, Roger Herring, now riding out to center field in the golf cart that you see down there.
Well, he will be next to us in the booth. We'll talk to him a little bit at halftime, too. Not on the air, but 31 years as head coach. Had his way with Oshkosh when he was the head coach. So, in the celebration afterwards, he's getting out of the golf cart. Help him up to shake hands, and he is UWL's honorary captain here, and it's his day.
It's his day. Was it 50 years ago that he started as the coach?
He started in 1969. You're right, and so I see him quite a bit at Coffee, and he's in several Hall of Fames and played here also, and so good for him. We're happy that he is part of this pregame celebration.
Still involved. Shows up at the games quite a bit. Comes in on when they're at home game and such. And I think last year he came to the coaches show a few times too, didn't he?
He did, yeah. gets around with Mary, his wife, and he has left one tremendous legacy in the country in terms of his contributions to Division III football.
And there's the toss. He actually did the coin flipping. Let's see what they say.
Oh, La Crosse won the toss. I don't think Oshkosh probably wants to see that again for him throwing the toss.
Well, let's hope it's not the only thing La Crosse wins today, huh?
Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm happy our viewers are with us as this is a great weekend as a couple local high school teams have won. The Badgers are playing. We don't have a Badger update yet on the
Well, it started at noon. Yeah, it's been an hour,
11.
hasn't it? Oh, at 11, was it?
Ohio stays ahead 17-7.
Oh.
We got the Packers playing on Sunday night. We got UW Eagle men opening the season with a scrimmage tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Open to the public.
Aha.
So Jimmy Bullion, who watches our games from Scottsdale, Arizona, get on a plane, come up here and watch the Eagles play tomorrow afternoon at Mitchell Hall.
All right, then. We're about ready to get underway here. The Eagles, I assume they deferred. That's usually the case, winning the toss like that. We'll find out in just a moment. But
good crew.
now I take that back. They're gonna get the ball first.
Good crew working this game too. Kent Holmquist from Madison, along with a couple locals. Scott Kepnick from La Crosse, and Andy Riker is a friend of mine from Belmont. You know where that is, down where Art Fahey grew up.
Oh, okay.
Cameron Bump, part of the crew from Eau Claire, and it's exciting to see we have a good crew because we know that some games it hasn't been the best. I think you would agree.
Light wind, partly cloudy skies, 50 degrees at kickoff time today. And we're about ready to get underway.
What a beautiful day when you look to the east, the trees changing colors, and we're underway.
Kind of a short kick. It looks like it'll be taken at the 20. Out to the 30 now. I wonder if they were kicking it away from Simonchek.
They sure were.
Tobin was the one that the ball carrier that time.
Unusually short kick. Jake Murphy was right there from Waupons, like, oh, we're ready to play, and he certainly is ready with that tremendous open field tackle.
So 1st and 10, the Eagles on their own 32-yard line, and we are underway. Simonchek and Speaker ready to receive the ball. Let's see. Let's go with Lewandowski out of the gun. Single back. Crowd quiets down. And here's Lewandowski rolling out. Looking downfield for Speaker. He's got him, and there's the catch. And he immediately avoids the defender down to the 20-yard line where he's run out of bounds.
Look at that. Play action. Froze the linebacker. Speaker one-on-one down the sideline. One of the keys of the game, I said, was Speaker going down the sideline. Well,
there it is.
There it is. 40 catches, 7 TDs on the season. One of my favorites, Cole Speaker, with man-to-man coverage on the boundary.
Connor Zerpel, the Titan that pulled him down there. So it'll be 1st and 10 now. Eagles on the 21-yard line of the Titans. Lewandowski out of the gun, sends Lebalarte in motion. There's the throw. He hits Speaker again. Speaker will pick up a couple more yards there.
Little short passing game out of the Bill Walsh San Francisco 49er offense. Just a quick pass right away
and a 5-yard gain.
Develop confidence for Lewandowski, who is throwing 18 touchdowns, but 8 interceptions.
2nd down and 5 now for the Eagles. Here's Lewandowski with trips to the left side, single receiver to the right. That's Speaker on the near side. Barking out those commands. There he goes. He'll go to Stutzman this time. Joey Stutzman will take the ball up about 4 yards. They'll come up short of the 1st down, 3rd and about 1.
Yeah, Joey Stutzman, 324 yards going into this game, and we know, you and I have been at every game, their running game is not what the Eagles would like. We know that. Little heavy offense coming in now, too. Zach McManus in. They usually deploy this kind of...
Lewandowski comes out. They've got Kaiser Helterbrand in. He's a 6'2" freshman quarterback. They'll put him at the quarterback spot here.
A little...
That's unusual.
Very unusual. I haven't seen this formation before, but he's going to run
He's going to run behind a couple of his
Oh,
blockers, and look at him take that ball
What
right
is
down
that?
and in. Does he get to the end zone?
Oh, my
No,
goodness.
I think he's short. Let's see where they put it.
Was that a convoy leading him there?
It kind of
or
looked
what?
like one, didn't it?
What? We haven't seen that. Now, of course, Mike Schmidt's not going to tell us everything he's going to do.
That
but,
was down to the 1 yard line.
Oh, and the same formation.
Helterbrand will stay in there once again. Yes, he's got 2 blockers to follow. Does he get the end zone?
I don't think so. I think he's just short. But
Boy, he's got to be an inch away.
tackled by Tyler Jensen, a linebacker. And
This is just what the Eagles need, though, is to strike quickly.
well. That's if you can't run the ball with your conventional set, then run a power set. Go with it again.
It's going to be 2nd down and goal. Ball on the half-yard line. It's like Coach Schmidt wants an explanation of some sort.
I think we got an equipment issue.
Oh,
is really
okay.
what it is.
Helterbrand, a little heavier maybe than
Actually, we have a penalty.
Lewandowski. We do.
We have offsides on the Titans.
Oh, half the distance.
And, yeah, and after Helterbrand comes out from Hudson, Evan Lewandowski back in on
he is.
first down. Again with a heavy set. Their heavy package.
Interesting change there, though, absolutely. Will Johnston in at tight end.
He's a good blocker.
Stutzman in the backfield. They'll go to Stutzman. He'll follow his blocker
Look at
into the
that.
end zone and
Look at
touchdown,
that.
Eagles.
Right behind number 64, Jesse Orrick, one of the key blockers last week. Hey, how about this? Orrick, Berry, Bongers, Bertoya, and Richardson. Did they do a job on that first possession, those big offensive linemen? Well, the answer is on the scoreboard.
There you go. 6-0 Eagles. Just about not quite 3 minutes into it, and they've got some points on the board.
Ryan Byrne, 23 for 26 and extra points into this game.
Byrne now will try to add that extra point. Here we go. Snap. It's up.
Oh,
Boy, it looks good.
looked perfect.
And
didn't
it is.
Oh, that was, boy, the fans here at Roger Herring Stadium,
Good crowd.
Veterans Memorial Field. Oh, are they ever excited, huh?
No kidding.
And the coaches next to me, a level of euphoria, would you say?
I would say so, and they ought to be. Eagles strike quickly, and it's 7-0.
But remember, the Titans have not had the ball yet.
Yeah, I know. So we're not going to get too overly excited, right?
No, not yet.
5 plays, 68 yards. Took him 2 minutes and 35 seconds and then Stutzman on a 1 yard run into the end zone for a touchdown.
Stutzman's 5th touchdown, Rick, of the season.
Welcome to all of you watching on the internet today. I want to advise you to click our subscribe button on our webpage there, and you'll subscribe to our channel, and every time we go live with a game, you'll get a message on your cell phone telling you that we just went live, and you can decide whether or not to watch the game. So please subscribe to our channel. We'll keep you informed of all the games that we do.
A lot of my friends have done that now, too, because
Good.
we've been promoting that quite a bit, and I have on my Facebook page, too.
Well, next week we'll be at Whitewater with the Eagles, and Friday night we'll
that'll
be
be fun.
in Hartford with Holman, and at GET with Aquinas. So a lot of games coming up. There's the kick taken at about, no, it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, that was unusually short kick, too.
Yeah, it's unusual for Byrne to kick it out of bounds like that.
Yeah, that was perhaps predetermined, huh? Well, the Eagles on defense. Zilmer Abbott's, Dorschner replacing Gerlich, and Flathers up front. Bolda, Murphy, Pierce, and Nathan Clark, along with Kissling, who leads the Eagles with 3 interceptions, Schober and Max Brower.
Kobe Berghammer at the quarterback position for the Oshkosh Titans. He's a freshman, but he beat out everybody else for the position. They feel he's the best one for it. So last year, I believe it was Radovich was the quarterback. He's now the 3rd string, they tell us. Oh, knocked away by the Eagles. Oh, my goodness, that almost was taken by Clark.
Yeah, and good penetration again. I think one of the defensive linemen I'm most impressed with is Ryan Flathers, who leads the Eagles with 6 tackles for a loss and had his hands straight up that time.
Got his hands in the air.
I'm looking for a great game out of Zilmer, who came back last week after an illness.
2nd down. Berghammer hands it off. Will try to make it around the corner. Thrown for a loss. Taken down once again by Zach Zilmer.
Who do I talk about it right away?
Yeah.
He makes a tremendous tackle. The defense looks like they're ready too, huh?
Riley Callis, ball carrier there.
Spread offense
Zilmer.
by the Titans.
3rd down and 15 now for the Titans.
By the way, Black River Falls made the playoffs. That's where Zilmer starred.
That's right.
I'm not sure if they won last night.
No, they didn't. They lost. And there goes Callis in motion. Trips to the left side. Here comes Berghammer with a pass and out of bounds. That's going to be incomplete.
Had the first down, but the ball was an errant pass, and Bergmeyer is not usually off target, throwing for 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, and he runs for 5 touchdowns too. So
Mitchell Guerin, the intended receiver there. So the Eagles will get it back quickly here. Just 3 and out for the Titans.
a familiar name here too, punting and kicking for the Titans, Jaden Haig. You remember him from Sparta?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is the Titans kicker.
And it's blocked. It's a blocked punt. And the Eagles fall. Nope. Well, it's going to go over to the Eagles regardless, so they're going to have it on the 18-yard line.
Yeah, you know who that was, too. Let's give Cameron Sorensen, number 86, or they changed. He made the block. Yeah.
Yeah, Cameron Sorensen, it was.
One of our stars from last week found a seam, and right away, boy, not only can he catch passes, he can block punts.
No kidding. Outstanding.
Geez, we'll have to add that to his resume, huh?
So it'll be 1st and 10 Eagles. They've got the ball on the 18-yard line. And Lewandowski is in at quarterback. Trips to the left side. Speaker here to the near side. That's Stutzman in the backfield. Takes the snap. Looks for a receiver. He's got one. He's taken down, but not till after he gets a few yards there. That's Cameron Sorensen once again.
Yeah, just on a hitch route. And Sorensen, a great route runner and improved every single week. Colin Byer from Mount Horeb making the tackle.
2nd down and 3 now for the Eagles.
Keep your eye on number 93, Trenton Holcomb, too, the nose guard. He may be a problem for the Eagles.
Fakes to Stutzman. Lewandowski rolls out, thinking about running, finds a receiver in Simoncek, but they're going to, well, I think they're going to give him a couple yards for forward progress there. They'll put it at the 10.
He had 3 receivers open. I like the way he sprints out, gets away from pressure, opens up his field of vision.
Well, he did have a Titan right in his face, though, so it's kind of hard to look at everywhere when there's a guy with a hand in your face.
I know, but we've continued to talk about his poise, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Lewandowski again. This time he'll get 2 receivers to the left side. Stutzman in the backfield. They go to Joey. Stutzman will pick up the 1st down. Moves the ball down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, had a nice block that time, too, to get him that 1st down by Will Jostin. When he comes in, Rick, the freshman from Palatine, Illinois, looked to run to his side.
The Titans with Brandon Hughes in the center down there, 6'1", 275-pound junior. It's going to take some muscle to move him out of the way.
Yeah, Sorensen back in now on a passing situation, and Speaker one-on-one coverage to the boundary side. See if they look for him on a fade.
Here's Lewandowski. That's exactly what they're doing. Nobody fakes. Oh, it got batted down.
Yeah, he looked at Speaker certainly with one-on-one coverage. That's going to be an interesting matchup all afternoon with Jarrett Sod from Naperville with Speaker.
2nd and goal. Ball on the 7. Lewandowski looking over to the coach.
If you haven't watched our previous broadcast, Mike Schmidt, the head coach and the offensive coordinator. How you doing on your offensive coordinator's play calls, Coach? Wow, I'm getting better all the time, he says.
Oh, timeout.
Oh,
we call a timeout.
That was there was a little Indecisiveness.
Indecisiveness, right. Well, we'll take a break, folks. Our score is 7-0. The Eagles are in the lead. Back after this.
The Arterial Bar and Grill, a tradition in La Crosse. Their chef is cooking up specials every night. Try Wednesday. It's wing night. Get 5 giant wings for just $3 with 13 different homemade sauces to choose from. Thursday, try a gyro basket. And Friday, it's batter fried fish. Check out their Facebook page. Download the Untapped app on your phone for special events like tap takeovers and live music. Breakfast on Friday and Saturday at 8 a.m. and serving breakfast all day Sunday. The Arterial at 16th and Jackson. A tradition in La Crosse. Why not make it yours?
At the new Dahl Honda, we're hitting our stride. We now have 165 Hondas in stock, with more on the way. Or shop the tremendous Dahl inventory of nearly 500 used cars. Come experience the Dahl VIP buying process and learn more about the used car advantage. We've assembled and trained the best team in town, and they'll work hard to find a payment that fits you. Dahl Honda in downtown La Crosse and at dahlhonda.com. Simple.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. Throw into the corner, and it's caught. He was wide open.
Was he ever? Breakdown of the Titan defense. Just a perfect pass. Not a difficult pass, Rick, because he was wide open.
Yeah.
And he, meaning Cameron Sorensen, does he continue to shine or what? Oh, my goodness. A hitch pattern, knew where the end zone was.
He was wide open. 13-0 now. The Eagles in the lead with 9:28 left in the first quarter.
That's Cameron Sorensen's 6th touchdown of the season.
Oh, we got a whistle. Somebody was offsides. And it's going to be against the Eagles, I believe.
Yeah. Pre-snap movement. Cole Greco moved a little early.
So they'll try it again. They'll move it back. Kick now from about the 15. So a 25-yard extra point attempt here. Should not be anything more than a chip shot for Ryan Byrne. Oh. And again, we got a flag.
Yeah, 3 flags, which means it was valid. We had so many flags last night in the tremendous win for the Blue Goals over Platteville. It was like, it was. I think we got out of here at 10 after 10. Game started at 7. It was ridiculous.
That's a long game, really.
Well, seriously. And how many of them were justifiable? Who knows? But it was not good.
Well, they're really challenging Ryan Byrne, giving him a chance now to make a 30-yard extra point. Let's see if they can do this without a flag this time. There it is. It's up, and I think he's got it. And he does. It's good.
It's like, I'll show you. I can make him from further back than just a routine extra point.
You bet.
And he did.
He did it. So 5 plays, 19 yards. Took him 1 minute and 58 seconds. Lewandowski with a 7-yard pass to Sorensen in the corner there. And a touchdown for the Eagles. 14-0.
Would you say that the Titans are at least somewhat stunned at what they're seeing here as this game unfolds?
They should be. They should be.
Well, I mean, they're not used to it is the point.
Well, and I was watching earlier in the season, and I can't remember if it was Eau Claire. I think it was when Oshkosh played Eau Claire. Didn't they beat them 23-20, or was that Stevens Point? It was a really close game, and I thought it shouldn't have been. Well, but it was a close one, and that made me think maybe Oshkosh isn't as strong as they have been in the past.
Well, I don't know about that, but keep in mind, I shared this at the beginning of the broadcast. They've only allowed 87 points in 6 games, and they've outscored their opponents 51-10 the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
So, I mean, are they for real? Well, absolutely.
Yep,
they're for
absolutely.
real.
All right. See what they can do with the ball this time.
I also quickly, Rick, shared with the Eagles have outscored their opponents 42-7 in the first quarter. So that continues.
Yep. Flores, and I think that's Guerin back deep. Let's see where they... Yep, goes to... Nope, that's number 17. I take that back. Tony Steger.
He gets
Steger will get it out to the 32.
He gets some good yardage to start the second drive for the Titans. Brad Tobin from Franklin. We're going to be in that vicinity on, well, not really close, but towards the Franklin area in Milwaukee next Friday night.
Yes, we will. Holman takes on Hartford.
Hartford, the only undefeated team, I believe, in Division
Two?
You know
Wow.
that?
No, I didn't.
That'll be a big test.
Big test for Holman, yep. 1st and 10 now for the Titans. Here's Berghammer out of the gun. Hands it off. Not going to get too far that time. The runner, Peter McCudden.
Tackled by Zach Pierce. We talked about him from West Salem being a game-time decision, and McCudden has 253 rushes, 11 catches. He does a lot of things. Peter McCudden from Waukesha.
This will make it 2nd down. Berghammer working out of the gun. Single back. They send Callis in motion. And the handoff goes nowhere.
That door was closed.
Steger once again the ball carrier. Or excuse me, McCudden again the ball carrier.
Rusty Murphy.
Nowhere.
Rusty Murphy will be talked about in the postseason for huge honors. Leads the Eagles with 50 tackles, now 51 as a linebacker. He just is one pleasant surprise for the Eagles from Cudahy. Just how well he's played.
3rd down and 9 for the Titans. That's Kasabowski in motion. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Single back. Berghammer takes the snap. Stays in the, rolls out of the pocket. He's got to go right. Looks downfield. Nowhere to go with it, though. He's going to just go out of bounds with it.
Flushed out by that Eagle defensive front 4.
It looked like Gerhand was open down the sideline, but
Zach
had a
Abitz.
defender right behind him, I guess.
Yeah, Zach Abitz, number 94 from Appleton North, says you're not going any further. And so 2 possessions in a row, Rick.
Titans 4 and out.
They
3 and out.
give the ball up.
Here he goes. They're going to kick it off again. Let's see if Sorensen can block another punt, huh?
Well, you're asking a heck of a lot.
I
aren't you?
know. Why not? Here they come. No, he gets that one away.
Oh, that's a fair catch.
Yep, absolutely. They're nice high punt, gave the special teams the opportunity to get down there. Simonchek catches it at about the 34. Calls for that fair catch.
Yeah, you don't want to give him an opportunity to get in space, do you?
No.
You want to try to hit a low-flying airplane with hang time.
Definitely, yeah.
And you don't. He just makes so many things happen. As I said, elusive, evasive, energetic. I don't know. You got any other words for him?
Now, that's pretty good right there.
Okay.
1st and 10 for the Eagles now on their own 34-yard line. 7:33 left. We're in the first quarter here at Veterans Stadium.
Can the Eagles respond again?
Lewandowski fakes the handoff and throws deep, going to Sorensen. Oh, he almost caught that one.
Speaker
reached up one-handed, tried to pull that one in.
No, Speaker and Sorensen were open on just go routes with vertical speed. Sorensen takes a break. A couple personnel changes as Jack Studer is in. We haven't called his name very often here.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 10. Lewandowski out of the gun. There goes Simonchek in motion. Hands it off to Stutzman. Stutzman finds a hole, and he'll pick up about 7 yards.
Yeah, I wish we could replay that for our viewers because Connor Berry, number 66 from Marshfield, he just a textbook block to open up that hole. Can we replay it?
I just did. 3rd down and 3. If you're watching on the internet, folks, you can catch some replays as we run them for you. 3rd down and 3 now.
Trips to the wide side. Speaker isolated on the boundary side.
Here goes Simonchek in motion. There's a jet sweep to Simonchek. He turns upfield, finds a hole, gets the 1st down, and a couple of more.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Simonchek found the 1st down, and again, great blocking. Alex Richardson from Boulder Creek, Arizona. His family's probably watching. And what's the temperature in Boulder Creek, Arizona today?
Probably 100 and something, I imagine.
No.
No, you think it's cooler there today?
I would say it's about 80, something like that.
That'd be nice. 1st and 10. Eagles again. 49-yard line this time. They'll pull 2 receivers to the near side. Sorensen and Speaker, I believe. They'll hand it off to Stutzman. Stutzman gets the corner. He's still on his feet. He'll get the first down and a couple more as he's pushed out of bounds at the Titans 40 or 37-yard line.
Just had a great.
We got a flag though.
Yeah, but a good stutter step just left Tony Jandrin hanging there, the 6'2" sophomore from Forestville.
This is going to go against the Eagles, I believe.
We don't ever have penalties, do we? I was looking at the Titans though, and they're I believe the least penalized team in the conference, and so that's impressive too.
I think it's a holding penalty. And we've got a Titan player being helped off the field, Anthony D'Orzio.
We got lots of media, including Ken and Tim, a friend of mine from UW Oshkosh, SID, sitting behind us. And did you see all the information he sent out about this game?
Yeah.
I mean, you think that guy's on top of things or what?
Well, and they're always very nice to us when we go up there, so thank you very much.
We even get to go indoors, don't
Yeah,
we?
we get to go indoors there. That's always nice, you know.
No, he's a special guy, I'll tell you. There's no doubt about it. Well, these other guys are pretty good too, but he's better.
Terry will buy you a drink after the game, okay? Head on over to Howie's with him. He'll give you a
No, seriously. He could teach these other new media guys a thing or two.
All right, here we go. Out of the gun. Once again, 1st and 20 now for the Eagles. Lewandowski looks downfield, tries to find a receiver. He's going deep for Cameron Sorensen. Oh, that was almost picked off.
Yeah, now that was great coverage.
Yeah.
Let's give the
That was kind of throw that up and let's hope he catches it.
Exactly. Let's give the Titan defensive backs credit for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Calvin Schilling, number 20, and Connor Zerpel, number 24. Didn't fool them.
No, double coverage on Sorensen. They must have heard about him, huh?
I would think, knowing the quality of the Titans coaches, I think they know the bios on every Eagle player.
Sure. Labalarte and Speaker, and it looks like Simonchek in there now.
Labalarte's kind of gone quiet lately, Rick.
Well, he had a couple good catches last week. Not spectacular, but now he does. How about that?
You heard me.
He must have heard you.
Because I know him a little bit too. It's like he probably text me on Sunday while I'm refereeing the Eagle basketball game saying, "Did you say I was quiet?"
There's picks up 10, so it'll make it 3rd and about 9 for the Eagles. Sorensen comes back in.
3rd and 9, kind of the first challenging down and distance this afternoon here in the first quarter for the Eagles. Huh?
Sorensen, Labalarte, and Simonchek to the far side. We've got Speaker to the near side.
See if the Titans send a linebacker or two on this 3rd and long.
Stutzman in the backfield. Here's Lewandowski. Takes the shot. Looks downfield. He's got some pressure coming after him. He dodges the first one. There's a throw to Stutzman. He caught the ball.
It was caught.
Yes, it was.
I thought that was dangerous, but was that a classic Brandon Colgan from Appleton North, 6'3"? Was that a classic backside, blindside, potential injury penetration on that one?
No kidding.
Oh, wow.
No kidding. They're going to kick the ball.
Bring in Sean Parker, yeah. He averages, 38 yards a kick. He's a good directional punter. He travels all the way from Portland, Oregon to kick. Let him kick.
Does he travel every day or just?
Actually, his mom and dad come every single weekend from Portland.
Wow.
You think the airlines like that family? Yeah.
Fakes the punt. We're going to see if they can run it. He gets the? I think he
did
did it. He got the first down.
Trenton Smith.
Trenton Smith. Yep.
Well, he's their blocker. The 5'10" senior from St. Croix Central. I remember him as a high school player, and he just desire got him that first down, didn't it?
Eagles pull off a fake there, and it'll be 1st and 10. Once again, they're into Titan territory on their Titans 41.
There's certain field position that you use to dictate whether you fake it or not. And that was one.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do it back on your own 30 or 40.
No, probably not. So once again, the offense back out on the field for the Eagles. Receivers right and left. Here's Stutzman, the ball carrier. He'll try to get the corner. Turns up and maybe picks up a couple yards there.
Zone blocking, and the Badgers call this a stretch play to the boundary side. The Badgers, by the way, are they still behind? I guess they are 24-7. Oh, I don't like to hear that.
That's not so good.
In the fourth quarter, third quarter.
Second down and 7 now for the Eagles. 3:12 left in our first quarter here. 14-0. Eagles in the lead. Second down. Here's Stutzman. Again, this time he gets run down. He'll pick up maybe 3 yards on that play.
He was chased down, wasn't he? Good closing speed by Tyler Jensen from Plainview, Illinois. Gosh, I mean, you could see that closing speed was impressive.
Third down and 4 now. 2:35 left in the first quarter.
This is kind of an in-betweener, run, pass. I would think this calls for a pass.
McManus and Sorensen both back in the lineup.
Yeah.
McManus, a big tight end for the Eagles, 6'2", 240. Pretty good target out there.
I remember him from Marshfield. He's a good target for an intermediate route.
Third down. They'll go to Stutzman looking for a hole, and yes, he gets the first down.
Oh, and it was correctly spotted, too. Good blocking right up the middle, Rick. Just great blocking by Bongers, Bertoya, and Barry.
Just a great effort by Stutzman to get through that line and pick up that first down for him. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles once again. They're on their own the Titan 30-yard line.
Coaches Andrew McGlenn and Mike Anderson, the 2 offensive line coaches, have spent a great deal of time working to improve the running game by way of line blocking. So far, it's showing.
Showing definitely, yeah. Sorensen, that's Sorensen in motion now. Move him to the other side, and
we got a timeout.
Titans will call the timeout this time with 1 minute and 34 seconds left.
Yeah, Titans saying enough of this. We need to regroup.
So where do we go after the game, Terry?
Well, we go, you know where we go? We go right here.
We go to Howie. Oh, you got his shirt on. We go to Howie's on La Crosse.
We go to Howie's. We go to Howie's to celebrate, hopefully a win, and then we go to Mitchell Hall to celebrate Roger Herring.
Well, wait, I got to do the commercial.
Okay, go ahead.
Howie's of La Crosse has been a landmark for decades. So before or after the game, stop at Howie's for lunch or dinner. Breakfast from 10 to noon on weekends. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6, and late night, 9 to midnight. That's Howie's on La Crosse, just east of the campus at 1128 La Crosse Street. Now you can tell us.
I wish you'd come once in a while so that I wouldn't have to pay all the time.
Well, see, that's why. If I show up, you're going to make me pay. I know that.
So, well, I got some work to do at home tonight, too. And tomorrow, put my boat away, get my kayaks, lawn furniture, break leaves, cut the grass, clean the garage.
What a busy guy.
I know. Fortunately, there's 2 days of no school next week, Monday and Friday.
It's too bad you don't have any grandsons that can help you with that.
Well, they help, but they spend more time just talking and drinking my refreshments than they do anything else.
1st and 10.
Problem is they bring their girlfriends along, and that's what happens.
1st and 10 now for the Eagles. Receivers right and left. Here's Sorensen in motion. Fake to Sorensen. They hand it to Stutzman. Oh, he's going to get nailed behind the chains that time.
Was that impressive, too? Just fought off the block.
Torrey Jandrin comes charging through there and takes him down.
Yeah, from Forestville. 29 tackles on the season. Actually, Nick Nolte leads the Titans with 34 tackles, but a lot of Titans having 25, 30, 35 tackles. I mean, a talented defensive unit. 2nd
down and 13 now.
Eagles unaccustomed to this behind the chains.
There's Sorensen now in motion the other direction. They go to Stutzman again. Stutzman will try to go around the right side. Boy, he's not going to get much. Picks up about 4. Gets it back just over the original line of scrimmage. Actually, I think he's on the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
I just talked about Nick Nolte from Blue Mounds, Mount Horeb, making that tackle, the junior. The key to defense, this is what a lot of young people don't do very well, is getting rid of blocks, shedding blocks, detaching from blocks, keeping your shoulders square, keeping your feet active. We saw that perfect that time by Nolte.
3rd and 10 now for the Eagles. Down to 11 seconds left in the first quarter here. They're going to get this off. We're going to call a timeout. Oh, interesting. 6 seconds left on the clock, and Coach Schmidt decides we're going to call a timeout.
Unusual timeout, but
Yeah.
he knows better than I when to call a timeout. You know, a friend of mine I don't know if the camera can scan him on the sideline. He's got a red coat on with a white hat. Elwood Hairbow has been the sideline spotter for the Eagles for 50 years.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Art Fay was telling me about him yesterday when we were driving to and from the Holman game.
Yeah.
Talked about him and how long he'd been doing this.
Yeah, he was my refereeing partner for years and years and years, working high school games. And he's lost his wife and first wife, lost his second wife, and he's a former Torchlight Parade Marshal and a good friend. And he is 50th year on the sidelines.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
He and Roger Herring, huh?
Exactly. Celebrating 50 each, huh?
So 3rd and 10 as they clear off the field here. So Lewandowski has got 2 receivers to the left side. Joey Stutzman in the backfield. Looks like Will Jostin in the slot. Here comes Sorensen. So the receivers, one each, right and left. Lewandowski's getting pressure right away. They're coming after him. They're going to take him down, and there they go.
Yeah, just great pressure.
Nick Nolte comes after him through that line, and he's just not able to scramble away from him, so he's thrown for a big loss, and the Eagles will have to kick this one.
His foot speed, Rick, just no match for Alex Richardson from Boulder Creek, Arizona. Just a speed rush right to the outside, and Lewandowski did a good job of not trying to throw it into traffic.
Well, that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Our score once again, 14-0, Eagles in the lead. We will take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment as we move into the second quarter here at Roger Herring Stadium.
At Ace of La Crosse, they know that playtime around here goes year-round. Make the Sportsland stop before you head out hunting, fishing, or camping for quality products and services at great prices. Talk over your outdoor plans with the experts at Ace of La Crosse, your work and play headquarters.
360 Real Estate Solutions has the keys to your new home. Introducing the Hub on 6th, rooftop lofted condos for sale. Beautifully designed with open floor plans up to 3 bedrooms. The Hub has what you need for city life, from studios to 3 bedrooms to fit your lifestyle and your pocketbook with the extra touches that matter. A rooftop sports court, bike storage with a washing center, community rooms, storage units, laundry, a pet walk, and a workout room. Get your tour today at hubon6.360.bz.
And welcome back, everybody. Here we go. Second quarter underway. Eagles kick. And down into the corner it's going. Let's see if they can stop it. No, it gets into the end zone.
Yeah, great directional punt, but not the bounce that the Eagles wanted.
Max Dukow with an excellent effort as he tries to get a hold of that ball and stop it going into the end zone, but couldn't quite get there.
I've spent a lot of time watching UWL practices, and they have a drill that they run. It's called a directional kick drill, and they send their coverage team sprinting down, and they put their back to the goal line to keep the ball from going in. That time, just too much speed on the kick.
So 1st and 10 now for the Titans. They'll start at their own 20-yard line.
A little 2-by-1 set with a tight end.
Here's Bergham. They send a man in motion. Bergham will hand it off to his back. And nice, that was really well done by the Titan offensive line. They really literally moved the Eagle defense off to the side.
They did.
So the runner could come through.
Exactly. Keep an ay on Alex Whipperforth. He's their key offensive lineman, Jason Myrick, along with Mike Olson, Hunter Schultz, Amir Hollowell, the right tackle.
Eagles with 12 minutes of possession in that first quarter. The Titans with under 3 minutes, only 2 minutes. Here's Berghammer with a keeper. And he's going to pick up a yard or 2, maybe 3.
Design quarterback draw right into the heart of the Eagle defense. And just Noah Schober came up from Eau Claire Regis. What a football program they have, and delivered a pretty hard blow.
Eagles with 120 yards of offense in that first quarter. The Titans with 3.
Oh, that's a pretty telling statement.
Yeah, Joey Stutzman had 26 yards in that first quarter. Let's see if that running game continues for the Eagles. Here are the Titans. Finds a man out on the flat as he turns to go upfield. He'll get the first down.
Yeah, just send him a guy in motion, Put him behind a couple blockers.
Kozabowski, the tight end.
Yeah, he's a big one, too, and a little bubble screen to the outside.
Boy, there's nothing better. These coaches love a big tight end. 240 and 6'4", what a great target for him.
Yeah, look at what the NFL does with those big tight ends. Zach Pierce on the tackle.
1st and 10. Kozabowski goes in motion. Trips to the left side, single receiver to the right. Berghammer's going to keep it this time.
Fakes the jet sweep, tries to run behind him. Right into a couple of Eagle players led by Ryan Flathers, who stays home and does a nice job. And a teammate helps with that tackle, Joey Bolda.
2nd down and 9.
Joey Bolda continues to impress me.
Titans ball. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. In motion goes Callis. They'll throw it to Callis out on the flat, and he's going to get run over by the Eagles.
Jeez.
Peter Kissling leads the way.
Exactly. Just a swing pass to the boundary side. 3 Eagles there.
Rusty Murphy and Zach Pierce were also there, weren't they?
Peter Kissling. He's 3 interceptions on the season. They're just we talked about the solid defensive backs on the backside for the Titans. Well, the Eagles, same thing. Kissling, Schober, Brower, Nathan Clark, Pierce, Murphy, Bolda.
3rd down for the Titans here. Eagle faithful making some noise. Here comes the blitz. They get the ball out there. That's Callis. And there's a fumble. Eagles recover. The Eagles say they've got it.
It looks like they do. The Eagles point that way, but do the referees? Yeah,
yes, they do. The referees agree. Eagles will get the ball back. And you can see Nathan Clark running away with the ball. I believe he was the one that recovered it.
Yeah. And it started with good people staying home, good contact. Scott Kepnick, the official on the other side, racing in. First year working in the conference, spotting the ball.
Eagles will get it 1st and 10. They're on their Titan 30-yard line. Boy, I tell you, field position. Yeah, I should tell you, those who are interested, in the 4th quarter, Ohio State leads Wisconsin 31-7.
I don't want to spoil my day here. I don't want to hear that stuff.
Iowa's leading Northwestern also in the 4th quarter, 20-0, and Illinois over Purdue 24-0.
Oh, Illinois, 2 wins in a row, perhaps.
Could be. And timeout. Titans call a timeout.
Jeez.
11 minutes and 51 seconds left in the half, and our score 14-0. Eagles are in the lead.
2 timeouts.
Coming up at halftime today, we've got a special interview for you with
Mike Durnan.
Mike Durnan,
former quarterback here, coached at University of Dubuque, coached at Decorah, at Luther College, and now is in the leadership group as a dean of students at University of Dubuque.
Outstanding. Also at halftime, they'll be inducting 6 athletes into the Wall of Fame here. So we'll tell you a little bit about that. And, of course, we always see the UWL marching band coming out on the field. They do a great job.
Probably an extended halftime today, I would think.
Now, I've heard rumors that the Titans are a second-half team. Is there any truth to that? Have you heard that?
Ken and Tim would know that if the Titans are a second-half team. I would think he would know. He says they're
fourth quarter. They're a fourth quarter team.
Okay.
So we have to wait a while then, huh? Okay,
so that was just a message for our viewers, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of our
stay with us.
One of our viewers on the internet said they're a second-half team. So
okay.
That's where I got the rumor. We'll see.
All right.
1st and 10 for the Eagles now. 11:51 left in the half. Simonchek in motion. They fake to Simonchek. He's looking for Speaker in the corner. There's the throw, and Speaker, he's got it. They popped it out of there, though, at the last minute.
You know what? He had it momentarily, didn't he?
He did.
And it was a one-on-one fight that time with him. Well, actually 3 defenders. Jake Parsons, one of them, number 80. Did I get that right?
Could be.
So.
He didn't quite, couldn't quite hang on to it.
Check that. Number 20, I'm sorry, Calvin Schilling. Really no match at 5'9", though. The Speaker about 6'4". Oh, good out route, and he
Yeah.
did catch it right at the 20. That's just timing. That's just harmony between your quarterback and the
At the new Dahl Honda, we're hitting our stride. We now have 165 Hondas in stock with more on the way. Or shop the tremendous Dahl inventory of nearly 500 used cars. Come experience the Dahl VIP buying process and learn more about the used car advantage.
not press, not head up. So certainly if that means you run quick outs and hitches.
Sorensen takes the snap, goes to Stutzman this time. He's looking for a hole. Doesn't get too far there. He's taken down pretty quickly by the Titans' number 91, Brandon Colgan.
Trying to run behind Mike Bertoya, Rick, the 6'3" freshman from Lake Zurich, Illinois.
2nd down and 9.
They make these linemen a lot bigger than they did when I played. You know that?
Is that right?
I might have been able to get some yards if I'd be playing now. I still have 1 year of eligibility.
Oh, okay. Well, get out there, buddy. Let's see you go. 2nd down and 9. Again, looking for the end zone. Not this time.
Good coverage.
Trying to get Sorensen, but that ball was short.
Yeah, it was.
Sorensen not able to get his hands around it. Brings up 3rd down now.
Jared Sod, number 21 right there. Big 3rd down here. We don't get it, we might see a field goal attempt here, huh? 3rd and 10.
Could be. We'll see what happens first, though.
Couple different receivers coming in. Sorensen, one of them.
Simonchek over, Speaker to the far side. Simonchek's there. They got Tobin in there this time, too, I believe.
Labalarte.
Is that Labalarte? No, I'm sorry. You're right. Labalarte. Into the corner they go. And Speaker catches it in the corner. Touchdown, Eagles.
One-on-one jump ball. One-on-one isolation. Send trips to one side. Speaker isolated to the other side. He is so dependable that when you throw it up, if there's any chance at all, he is going to out-wrestle the defense.
Well, and that was just a great throw by Lewandowski.
Oh, of course it was. It was Lewandowski and Speaker the whole way. And his 8th touchdown, 41st catch.
Kick is up and through the uprights. And they get the extra point, too.
Well, Ryan Byrne continues to do well on extra points, 26 for 28.
21-0. Eagles leading the Titans. Wow, I didn't expect that. Did you, Terry?
Well, I don't think anybody did, but I'm looking around at all the coaches on one side, and thank you, and the fans on the other side, and I see collective smiles all the way around.
5 plays, 30 yards, minute 19 seconds. Finishes with a 19-yard pass to Speaker and a touchdown.
Yeah.
So how many touchdown passes does Speaker have now? And adds another one there.
Should be his 9th touchdown pass, I believe. We'll check that at halftime, but he continues to lead the Eagles.
Alec Elkin, number 87, and number 17, Tony Stager.
Tony Stager back deep, along with Alex Elkin.
I know Speaker's family comes every week from Brainerd, Minnesota. You know where that is, right?
Brainerd, Minnesota,
That's
sure.
a long drive.
He ranks 3rd in career touchdowns with 21 at UWL. Now make it 22.
Yep, I know that he is up there.
Into the end zone that time, and they'll just take a knee. No run back.
The Titans have some work to do here as we are just approaching 10 minutes in the second quarter.
All right, then. 21-0. Second quarter, 10 minutes and 32 seconds left here. And the Titans, we'll see if they can get something to happen.
Well, they have the star power to do it, starting with their quarterback.
I do see some Titan colors in the stands here, so they've got some fans that took the time to come. Berghammer throws deep. He's got a man, and it's caught. That's Callis.
Single coverage on the boundary side. And perfect pass. Nathan Clark on the one-on-one coverage.
Riley Callis catches that one, moves the ball into Eagle territory on the 48-yard line.
Yes, Riley Callis, 3 touchdowns coming into this game.
It's McCudden carrying the ball, and he'll pick up about 5.
Should be able to run the ball with that huge offensive line of the Titans.
Yeah, no kidding. Joe Blitzstein, 280.
Yeah.
Amir Hollowell, 315.
Hunter Schultz, 285.
Once again, there's a pass. This time they both go up for it. Nathan Clark is there to knock it away.
Yeah.
So that's incomplete. Well done by Nathan Clark. He really had that. He really had good coverage on him.
He timed it perfectly. You're right. Riley Callis looked like he got shaken up a little bit on that one. From Winneconne, the senior wide receiver. He's a key.
3rd down and 5.
He's a key for the Titans.
Here's Berghammer out of the gun, steps back, throws again, and once again, Nathan Clark. I think it bounced off of Clark's back, didn't it?
Yeah, the sideline helped on that, actually. Clark, and the ball was not that well thrown. Intended for Ryan Hayes from Belleville.
Well, I'll tell you, that Eagle defense is looking pretty good today.
They're up to the challenge.
Now, this is exactly where the Eagles did the fake punt last time. Right about the same position on the field in the first quarter. So I hope the Titans aren't planning the same thing.
I would doubt it. They break their formation to get a couple of headhunters out.
There's the kick. Simonchek calls for a fair catch. He'll take it at about the 14-yard line.
Wisely done.
Absolutely.
Why do you have just one receiver back in punt formation, kick formation? Well, because do you want somebody else handling the ball, or do you want just no other option for the kicker? I guess that tells you right there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You don't want 2 guys back, and then they'll kick it away from your lethal returner.
So 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. They're on their 14-yard line. We'll have some other WEAC scores coming up for you in just a moment. 21-0 La Crosse. This time the keeper, and again into the lineup at quarterback is Kaiser Helderbrand.
Yeah.
He's going to run it. Quarterback sneak gets about 7 yards.
Right into Kyle Sharonbrook.
Whitewater's at River Falls. Our score there is 14-7. Platteville is at Eau Claire. It's 14-0 there. Here, of course, 21-0 Eagles. Bergstrand again. Excuse me, Helterbrand again.
Yeah.
Picks up another first down.
I'm impressed with this game plan here. Just kind of going away from the tradition. They're away from the conventional offense, and another first down.
Now Lewandowski back in the lineup at quarterback. They'll let Helterbrand take a rest.
Just a direct snap, huh? Single wing approach from the old 50s and 60s.
The snap. Looking at his receivers, he's going down. He's got Sorensen wide open, nobody around him. Oh, he goes down and drops the ball.
Yeah, he did, and he caught it and then dropped it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a turnover.
It is, but well done again. Good pass and great protection.
Just got away from him. So the Titans are going to get it now.
See, our way, our way. That's the slogan the Eagles use. Sorensen catches it, fumbles it, and turns it over. And what does Mike Schmidt do? Just, hey, don't worry about it. Gives him a hug, says, hey, nice catch. Don't worry about the. Hey, what does that tell you?
Yeah.
That's kind of that's the culture.
That's the culture, absolutely. 1st and 10. Berghammer fades back. He's looking deep. He's throwing to Callis and knocked away. Great coverage by the Eagles that time.
Perfect coverage.
Max Brower was down there.
She was. Max Brower along with Noah Schober. Double coverage on the outside and knocked the ball down.
Callis, the intended receiver, he steps out now. 2nd down and 10.
Titans having a hard time finding open receivers, Rick.
8:17 left in the second quarter here. 21-0 Eagles. Kobe Berghammer at the controls for the Titans, takes the snap, hands it off to his running back, McCudden. McCudden picks up about 10 yards.
There's a big kid running the ball.
Well, they're going to give him 9 on that, so it'll be 3rd down and 1.
Ran through Noah Schober. That's not easy to do. And almost got the first down, 3rd and short.
So the Eagles will try to hold him here.
3rd down.
They hand it off to McCudden again, and I think they stopped him.
You got a loss, actually.
Yeah, lost a yard on that one.
Not even close. And Ryan Flathers gets up from the bottom of the Eagle pile. And the Titans forced to turn it over again on downs.
That brings up 4th down.
Wow, 4th down. It looks like the Eagles will get it back with 7:22 left.
Certainly not a field position for a fake punt, in case you were wondering, Rick. No.
Well, in the
No.
first quarter, the Oshkosh Titans got no 3rd downs. They were not able to convert, and they have had a tough time in this second quarter, too. To wait and see what those stats look like. The snap.
The Eagles 2 for 2 in red zones. They're continue to do
Simonchek calls for a fair catch at about the 26-yard line. And the Eagles will start there. 1st and 10 on the 26.
Yeah, I talked in the pregame about the Eagles really, really excelling in red zone efficiency. And as of the first quarter, they were 2 for 2.
Can't be too much better than that.
Unless you're 10 for 10.
Well, it'll get better. That's 100% right there, you know. So
I know. I can do that simple math.
1st and 10, Eagles. Sun comes out, too. Beautiful day here.
Sun-splashed afternoon here, huh? Chamber of Commerce Day.
Yeah, I should say. Lewandowski looking for a receiver. Going down deep. He's got that one for Sorensen. And Sorensen had it in his hands, and it just bounced away.
There was 6. That's the route we saw him run against River Falls numerous times. Just speed route to the outside. It's just called to go. Just go.
Just bounced out of his hands.
And it was right there.
Yeah.
No, Lewandowski's like, I threw you a perfect pass. 38-7 final.
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin, did they win?
I don't think so.
No, 38-7. I don't like to hear that.
Ohio State over Wisconsin. Jeez. That's 2 losses in a row, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not good.
Lewandowski's going to keep this one, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on that run.
It's a good call. Just a design quarterback draw. A little bit of a delay. Telling your offensive lineman to take me to the promised land, which is the 1st down. Well, let's see what Mike Schmidt dials up here now on 3rd and about 7.
Well, they'll put trips to the left side. Speakers out to the right side.
Speaker isolated on the wide side.
They're moving Simonchek. They got 6 seconds left on the clock. Yep, they're going to call timeout.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion.
I think. That's their last timeout. The half. 6:09 left in the first half here.
Better to call a timeout, Rick, than to have a mistake.
Absolutely. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to call a timeout, and we'll be back right after this.
At the new Dahl Honda, we're hitting our stride. We now have 165 Hondas in stock, with more on the way. Or shop the tremendous Dahl inventory of nearly 500 used cars. Come experience the Dahl VIP buying process and learn more about the used car advantage. We've assembled and trained the best team in town, and they'll work hard to find a payment that fits you. Dahl Honda in downtown La Crosse and at dahlhonda.com. Simple.
Of one of the Titans, and that's an interception.
Intended for La Bellarte, and Evan has not made those mistakes in 2 games, and that was not the time to do it. Just throw it away. Just
maybe not the best decision.
Run it out of bounds. No, what happens, Rick, is you put so much pressure on your defense now because
they're back on the field.
The Titans, well, the Titans are in striking range is the point.
Yeah, true. 1st and 10 now. Big break for the Titans. They send a man in motion, fake to him, and Berghammer tries to run with it, but he's caught behind the chains.
That. Talk about intense defense. Talk about playing with purpose. Zach Pierce, who was questionable going into this game with an injury this week, makes the first hit.
Kissling gets the tackle.
Kissling was one of them, but Pierce was there first.
First hit. 2nd down and 11 now for the Titans. 5:36 left here. Berghammer throws this time. His man is wide open, but he threw over his head. Gerhan, the intended receiver, but the ball was just too high in the air for him to get it.
And there was a window there.
He was wide open.
There was a window between the DB and the linebacker, and he just overthrew it.
Yep. Nathan Clark was there right away, but didn't need to be. So 3rd down and 11, and again, the Titans faced with another big 3rd down. Third and 11 now. There's the snap. They're chasing him down. He's got the callus, though, with a little screen play.
Oh, nice. Closing speed we talked about. Nathan Clark ran him down from behind. Rick, the play was roll out to one way, throw a backside screen to the other side, and there was a lot of running room there.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Nathan Clark, he might have gone all the way.
Yeah. So 4th down and about 4. And the Titans will try to get this 1st down. They're going for it. Here's Berghammer out of the gun, takes the snap, looking downfield. He's got a man. 1st down.
Oh, great route.
Tony Steger.
Yeah, great route, and actually beat Joey Bolda on a kind of an out route to get a key 1st down. That keeps the drive alive. Titans approaching the red zone.
1st and 10. Titans on the 21. Berghammer gets hit as he throws it and bounces off of Callis's hands and into out of the end zone. So
Callis was open.
Incomplete pass. But you see Berghammer get hit just as he threw that?
I did. Quarterbacks don't like that. That's for sure.
Nope. Got up a little slowly there. 4:28 left in the half.
Pierce again on the coverage.
Still 21-0 Eagles. They'll put 2 receivers to the near side here, 1 to the far side. Yep, they send him in motion now. Fake to the back. Looking for that back to break out, and he does. And the ball goes over his head again. He throws that one out of bounds.
Yeah, again, rolling out one way and looking to the backside for an open receiver, but didn't fool the Eagle defense.
Well, another big 3rd down for the Titans now.
Little personnel changes for the Eagles. Zach Zilmer back in. See if he can get a good rush. The senior from Black River.
There's Berghammer, takes the snap. Looking into the corner there. Throws it over the middle and incomplete.
You know, he's had some open receivers, but and I know we're only in the first half, but Kobe Berghammer has not been efficient. He's not been on target in the first half.
Not had his best day, huh? He's not singing that Oklahoma song.
Oh, what a beautiful.
No,
Is
he's
this
not singing that.
Is this a beautiful day right here today, though?
Very nice, yeah, absolutely. Comes the snap now. They're going to try for that field goal, and does it get there? I don't think. Yes, it did.
Good.
It did.
Oh, you're doubting this kid
I wasn't
from
sure he could
Sparta?
make that.
You're doubting Jaden Haig from.
Looked like it might have been a little to the right side, but nope, it went through.
Don't you remember him?
uprights.
Wasn't he the Quick Trip Athlete of the Week recently too? I believe he was. And how did Mike Schmidt let him get away? You'd have both Haig and Pierce, or check that. I mean, Byrne.
Well, do you really need two great kickers like that?
One challenges the other.
I suppose. 4 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the halftime. Coming up at halftime, we'll have an interview with Mike Durnan. And in addition to that, the Wall of Famers will be on the track there. We'll get to see who's being inducted into the Wall of Fame. Big day. 8 plays, 16 yards, minute 51. And a 38-yard field goal is how it finishes.
Yeah. Haig has been efficient with field goals. He's his longest is 42, 5 for 5, and 34 PATs too.
Well, let's see. Whitewater over River Falls right now, 21-10. Platteville and Platteville over Eau Claire, 14-8.
Check that on Haig, 13 for 16 on extra points. That's what I meant.
It's a short kick. It's going to go out of bounds. We'll get a flag on that one. So the Eagles are going to get some pretty good field position.
Let's see if Evan Lewandowski learned from that last mistake not to try to make something out of nothing. I would think he would.
Whoa, talk about good field position. They'll start on their own 46-yard line.
That was an unusual kick.
Yeah, I don't know if they were trying to do an onside kick, you think, and it just failed or what?
It appears, yes. But do you want to give the Eagles half the field?
Looks like they just did. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles on their own 46-yard line.
Sorensen and Speaker getting help coverage over the top with 2 free safeties.
4 minutes and 11 seconds left in the half. Here comes the snap. Lewandowski steps back. Got pressure. He's going to have to throw it.
Oh, I don't like that.
Ooh, he tried to get it to Stutzman, but
boy, that is just dangerous.
That's just desperation.
He was flushed out, and he looked his check down. But when you throw it across the field, if somebody stays home, it's a pick six.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
It's
big time. Nobody there.
Unless you trip.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you trip, yeah.
I think that is dangerous. So.
Not the best move. Okay, let's see. 2nd down and 10 now. Lewandowski's got Stutzman in the backfield. McManus also back there. Jostin, rather, excuse me. Stutzman carries the ball. He'll pick up 2.
The running lanes have closed here in the second quarter. In other words, the Titans have improved their gap integrity. They have not allowed the running efficiency of the Eagles, which they showed in the first quarter.
3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8. The Titans defensive line, pin your ears back and go.
So they're going to put 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Stutzman in the backfield.
Stutzman in to help protect the quarterback, I hope, in a stunt.
Here's Lewandowski.
No stunt.
There's the throw, and it's caught. Sorensen gets it. And a 1st down for the Eagles at the Titans' 38-yard line.
With double coverage, too, Cam Sorensen.
And he hung on to it.
But a great read by Lewandowski. He stayed patient and waited for the receiver to break and led him perfectly. Plenty of time as we have 3 minutes.
First and 10 for the Eagles now. Lewandowski hands it to Stutzman. He's not going to go anywhere that time.
Oh, no. No, he is not.
You're right. They're shutting down those running lanes pretty nicely.
Yeah, Tyler Jensen, a linebacker, too, read that well. Yeah, they've made some adjustments, and
They have.
the Eagle running game is, at least this quarter, non-existent.
Way down to the track at the south end of the field. We have your halftime activities in line. So the 2019 Wall of Fame class, please make your way to the south end of the track.
Here we go. Lewandowski again. He's being chased now. There's the throw over the middle to Stutzman. I don't know how he pulled that one off, but Stutzman pulls it in at about the 30-yard line.
I was worried. I think you were too.
I was.
Because big number 93, Trenton Lacombe, the 270 junior from Seymour, was like right in his face.
No kidding.
You know, sometimes those desperation throws work, and other
sometimes they don't.
Other times it's like, why did you do that?
3rd down and 2 for the Eagles. Can they keep it alive? Minute 40 left.
A manageable 2.
Right over the middle they go, and there it is.
Well,
Simonchek.
we talked about Simonchek being the inside receiver and Sorensen and Speaker on the outside, and Simonchek got the first down.
You did it.
But it was perfect timing. He was the primary target.
Yeah.
And Lewandowski didn't look anywhere else. Would this be a huge possession if the Eagles can score on this?
1st and 10. Lewandowski again looking for a receiver. He's got Sorensen at about the 9-yard line. Another first down for the Eagles.
Doesn't he break off his routes perfectly?
He does.
His route running skills, and young people, you know, don't really always understand the importance of route running, meaning reading the defense, knowing when to break off your routes.
Zach McManus comes in. Sorensen goes out. Nope, Sorensen will stay in. I take that back.
I wish the Eagles had some timeouts left, don't you?
I don't know. Minute left.
Well,
Let's
I know.
Get in the end zone.
No timeouts. A little bit of urgency here. Clock management, huh?
1st and 10, 1st and goal. Lewandowski has to roll out. Pulls up. Thinks about running. Throws it instead. He's got Simonchek. Simonchek gets hit. He's still on his feet.
Yeah.
Trying to get to that end zone, but not able to get there.
Now, if Simonchek had tight end
Size,
yeah, instead of 5'8", 170 pounds.
Yeah, if he was 6'2" and 240, he'd have been in the end zone.
He would have.
So they're going to send, they're going to take Lewandowski out, put Helterbrand back in.
A little bit of a...
Yeah, it could be another run, do you think?
A little bit of a single wing, just direct snap and go right up the middle.
There he is, and touchdown.
What? How much easier can that be?
Can't be too much easier.
I wonder if Mike Schmidt's 2 sons gave him kind of that play out in the backyard and said, let's try this.
Try this, Dad.
Because we haven't seen that. This is the first time that's been unveiled.
They've used that formation. You're right. Absolutely.
Brian Byrne for the extra point.
So they'll put an extra 3 up there now, or 6 rather, and see if they can get an extra point. And it's good.
Brian Byrne, 27 for 29. We have Byrne, and the Titans have their own kicker that has as much talent.
28-3. Would you say we got him on the ropes?
I'd say we do.
So far, anyway. 21 seconds left in the half, so the Titans will get it. See if they can get one play off here.
Jaden Haig, I was saying. Mike Durnan's now in the house, and he will be my halftime guest. So looking forward to introducing Mike Durnan to our thousands of viewers throughout the world.
There you go. 9 plays, 54 yards, 3 minutes and 50 seconds, and a 1-yard run by Helderbrand puts it into the end zone. And there you go, 28-3, our score.
By the way, in case our viewers are wondering, who's got 27?
Oh, 28, you mean?
28.
That would be the Eagles.
Okay. Because a lot of people that are not familiar with maybe the current Eagle coaching staff and preparation, I mean, it's like, what? That's from the old days when the Eagles, with Roger Herring days, would beat
up on the Oshkosh Titans.
Well, that's when we were partially Eagles and partially Indians.
Yeah, well, there's still a whole half of football to play.
No. I
we'll
know.
see. It's looking pretty good.
I get it. I was a coach
There's
and
the
a player.
kick.
I know.
They'll take it in the end zone, and he's going to run it out at the 5, the 10, the 15. Take it down, and a fumble at the 20-yard line.
I think he recovered it, though.
We'll see what they say. Yeah, I think you're right. It looks like he did. He got it back. Whoa. Yes. That would have been a disaster for the Titans. Tony Steger, the ball carrier, covered it.
Just a tremendous tackle, too, by number 39. I couldn't see his number right away. Gavin Owens. I don't even know that kid from Austin. 6'3", just almost jarred it loose in victory formation. Not victory, but let's just let it run out, says the Titans, and that's what they're doing.
13 seconds left on the clock. We're just going to let that run down. Our score as we head into halftime, 28-3. Eagles are ahead. And we've got some things coming up for you at halftime, so don't go too far. Stick around. We'll be back in just a little bit as we head into halftime. Our score, 28-3, Eagles in the lead.
360 Real Estate Solutions has the keys to your new home. Introducing the Hub on 6th, rooftop lofted condos for sale. Beautifully designed with open floor plans up to 3 bedrooms. The Hub has what you need for city life, from studios to 3 bedrooms to fit your lifestyle and your pocketbook with the extra touches that matter. A rooftop sports court, bike storage with a washing center, community rooms, storage units, laundry, a pet walk, and a workout room. Get your tour today at hubon6.360.bz.
At Ace of La Crosse, they know that playtime around here goes year-round. Make the Sportsland stop before you head out hunting, fishing, or camping for quality products and services at great prices. Talk over your outdoor plans with the experts at Ace of La Crosse, your work and play headquarters.
At the new Dahl Honda, we're hitting our stride. We now have 165 Hondas in stock, with more on the way. Or shop the tremendous Dahl inventory of nearly 500 used cars. Come experience the Dahl VIP buying process and learn more about the used car advantage. We've assembled and trained the best team in town, and they'll work hard to find a payment that fits you. Dahl Honda in downtown La Crosse and at dahlhonda.com. Simple.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse. I'm Reed Magnum.
And I'm Chelsea Lynn. And boy, what a fun summer that was.
It was a fun summer. We gave away 2 prize packages, Chelsea. Yes. First one with Pepsi, the Ariana Grande prize package. Second one with Mountain Dew, the Jonas Brothers. And the prize packages to Milwaukee, hotel stay, $200 spending money, and a $100 gas card in addition to the pair of great seats. So it was a lot of fun and a lot of water park passes.
Yes.
So thank you guys for a great summer.
Oh, welcome back to Roger Herring Stadium, Veterans Memorial Coliseum here. Looks like a Coliseum.
Coliseum now, is it? Okay, all right.
But I'm excited because as soon as I saw a record being broken this past week at River Falls, I thought, I'm going to call this friend of mine, Mike Durnan, who is a legend in himself here and set records, and see if he'll be our halftime guest. So guess who's joining us in the press box? Coach Mike Durnan. Welcome.
Thanks, Terry.
Welcome to the show.
Great to be here.
You and I have stayed in contact, and I talked to you this week about that record. You had 6 touchdown passes versus Whitewater. You threw for 424 yards in that particular game, and you had a tremendous career, too, as an Eagle quarterback.
Well, thanks, Terry. It was a long time ago, close to basically 40 years ago. A little different ball game back then. It was exciting. What people maybe would not realize is I actually only had 13 completions on the day. 6 of them were for touchdowns, though. So it was a great day that day. I think we were basically playing for second place in the league against Whitewater. And, Billy Patza, who is actually here today as well, we've been sitting together the entire first half. He had a heck of a ball game, and I think he averaged over 30 yards a catch that day.
You and I have stayed in contact over the years, and I've seen you at Dubuque. I saw you when you were at Decorah at Luther College, and you continually have fond memories of your years at La Crosse.
Well, I do, and I think that's like today, there's probably a dozen of us that played on that 79 team that are here today, getting back together. A lot of us do stay in contact with each other, and I think that is a part of the history here at UWL. A lot of people here, and there'll be a lot of people here after the game kind of celebrating Coach Herring, and that was the atmosphere. That was a big part of being an Eagle and being a part of UWL. It's a family, and you live and die together.
Speaking of a family, you have an outstanding family too, and you and I talked a few days ago when I was on my way to work at a basketball game about being excited not only to come back here for this game, but to see your newly arrived grandchild.
Yes, I guess that's part of getting a little bit older. I've been blessed through my years, 3 gorgeous daughters. Now I have 4 beautiful grandchildren. The latest was born a week ago, and that's just something that's is priceless. And I know my oldest daughter is here today because one of her UWL track athletes was inducted to the Hall of Fame, and one of her classmates from a physical education major is also being inducted. So,
talk about your years here. You are an outstanding quarterback. You came from Milwaukee area. You came here. You played 4 years. You've been around coaching, but you came and you fell in love with this area. Besides breaking that record, and which held until just last week, what were some of the other defining moments during your years here?
Well, I think, first and foremost, it's interesting. I came here originally after my sophomore year of high school for football camp. And that's when I really fell in love with this place. Got a chance to meet Coach Herring, and Chris Haugen was actually one of the guys who worked with me, and Guy Arkin was working with me during the camp. And fell in love with the place, came back here, played 4 years of college football. We laughed. I still remember the first time I got really hit was a guy by the name Joel Williams in practice.
I remember him.
And Joel, of course, went on to a long NFL career. And the memories that happened during that time, I was part of the physical education major here. Some great people like Bill Terry were teaching there. Keith French, those were guys, and then I really established a great rapport with the offensive coordinator during that time was Mike Ayers, who went on to spend almost 3 decades in the NFL as a research analyst, and Mike and I still converse, and his son actually worked for me for a number of years, and those were just great things that happened, and then coming back and coaching for Larry Terry and and being a part of this place, and we always knew, and one of the reasons we're always coming back here is this is where I'll retire.
Yeah,
I'll retire in La Crosse area just because I love this part of the country.
Well, nobody wanted to see you leave. You left. You went to Luther College. You became the head coach. Then you went to University of Dubuque, and that's when I got to see you quite often too, refereeing basketball. You were always at the games. And then now you've gotten out of it, and you work more as a dean. You're working on character development, coaching people, and so on. And your personality fits that kind of a role. What do you see as maybe some of the things you're trying to do in terms of character development?
Well, I think first and foremost, Terry, my passion has always been trying to live life, creating a transformation of myself and others to be the best in all we do. And for so many years, I did that as a football coach and did that as a teacher and an instructor. And now basically I do that from a campus-wide standpoint, working with all our students and helping people along the way. You know as well as anybody that, we need encouragement and we need to show direction to people. And if we're not willing to do that, well, we're not going to see the benefits of another generation coming through and doing some great things. So I'm just trying to help the process along. And I love the interaction with college-age students and helping them find a direction. I enjoy helping young coaches and young professionals moving forward in their lives. And I do that because I had some great people influencing me like that. people like Coach Herring and Coach Ayers and Coach French and Coach Chris during my time here, and having worked with Coach Terry, and I had some great people along my other stops that I've had the opportunity to do that with. And, we need to be able to give back to people that are here.
Well, it's a natural transformation and evolution from a coach to a character development position. And when I hear you talk, it's more like paying it forward, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. That's what we should be doing. That's what everybody should be doing. And we all have different talents and gifts that we've been given. And so what are those talents? What are those gifts? And use them to the best of your abilities. And I guess part of mine is just being able to relate to people. Maybe it's the gift of gab, so to speak, and putting people at ease. But whatever that is, there's a lot of people out here, and I'm thankful. It's funny because 2 of my grandchildren have one of my former students as their PE teacher, and I love that. They're continuing to do some of the things that we talked about 10, 15 years ago in the classroom.
When you put your head on a pillow as we end, again, our guest, Mike Durnan, when you put your head on the pillow at the end of the day, are you seeing some tangible changes, some things that you're making an impact?
Well, I think I don't know if we ever know until 10, 15, 20 years down the road. And to be honest, we talk about, I talked a lot about this in leadership seminars, that, there's 4 L's, to be successful. You continue to learn, you continue to laugh, which is basically, enjoying what you do. You continue to live, and then you continue to love. And when you do those 4 L's, you end up with the 5th L, which is probably the most important. You leave a legacy. That legacy is a lot of times is unbeknownst to you. But if you do those 4 other L's, you know that the people, the lives you've touched along the way, they do that. And if they're doing that, that's all that really matters.
Well, you're an inspiration, and our viewers hearing your words of inspiration are meaningful. And we want to just thank you as being part of this entire halftime show that we see the Eagles on the field, but Roger Herring Day and Homecoming, Wall of Fame, just a great day to be an Eagle.
It is a great day, and it's a great day to be back here in La Crosse. It's a great day to spend a little time with you, Terry.
I appreciate that. Again, our guest, Mike Durnan. Can I still call you Coach, even though you're a dean now?
You certainly may, because my grandchildren still call me Coach as well.
All right, Coach Mike Durnan, thanks for being our guest here. We will take a quick break. When we come back, more here as we celebrate halftime with the Eagles ahead.
Every single second of my career, I've been trying to get back to this job and to be here and to be with these guys. I just, when you're around these people, when you're around these players, when you're around the people that are here, it's just such a family atmosphere, such a home atmosphere. The look of the campus has changed, but the feeling never does. Every time I come back here, every time I drive through here, that you feel that connectedness to the people that are here. I always say I don't know if it can get any better than what it is right now, and everybody seems to prove me wrong. I don't think that people come to La Crosse without the desire to compete in the classroom. When you think of what college is, between the collegiate atmosphere, the academic competitiveness, and obviously the football tradition, when you think of college, it is La Crosse.
Surround yourself with distinction. Surround yourself with UW La Crosse.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. We're going to introduce you now to the athletes who've been entered into the Wall of Fame. And starting with Carleen Knyer.
Captured 4 championships in the 500 and 1650-yard freestyle, while also winning 2 titles in the 200-yard freestyle. She was a member of 4 WIAC winning 800-yard freestyle relay.
Listen to Terry Workus as he tells us about.
Was selected the WIAC Swimming Performer of the Meet at the 2004 and 2006 League Championships. She still holds the league, and rather the school record, in the 500, 1,000, and 1650 freestyle. A member of 3 WIAC championship teams, M. Hager Kinnear helped lead UWL to 4 top 20 finishes at the NCAA Championships. She earned her bachelor's degree in chemistry in 2006. Carleen M. Hager Kinnear. Our second inductee is Jenna Poole Peterson, a 6-time NCGA All-American for the Eagles Gymnastics Squad from 2002 through 2006. She won 2 national titles on the balance beam while also finishing second once. Poole Peterson was 3-time All-America on the floor exercise, finishing second twice and fifth once. Selected to the WIAC all-time team, Poole Peterson won the league title on the balance beam and floor exercise. She holds the school record on the balance beam. Poole Peterson was a member of 4 NCGA and WIAC championship teams. She earned her bachelor's degree in exercise sports science in 2008. Jenna Poole Peterson. Our third inductee is Mackenzie Hunter Stutzman, a member of the UWL basketball team from 2005 through 2009. She is one of 2 players in school history to earn 4 career All-WIAC honors, including 3 first-team selections. Named the 2008-09 WIAC Player of the Year, Hunter Stutzman also was voted the 2008-09 WIAC Scholar Athlete. She was a 2-time NCAA Division III All-America selection. Starting 103 of 105 career games at UWL, Hunter Stutzman finished second in school history in scoring with 1,526 points, in starts with 103, and in free throws made with 281. She ranked first in UWL history in free throw shooting at 85.4% and in steals with 224. Hunter Stutzman earned her bachelor's degree in sports management in 2009 and her master's in human performance in 2011. Mackenzie Hunter Stutzman. John Lauscher is the 4th inductee into this year's Wall of Fame. A 3-time All-WIAC selection for the football team from 1988 through 1991, Lauscher earned first-team accolades in 1990 and 91. He was named to the 91 American Football Coaches Association All-America First Team after leading UWL with 96 tackles. Lauscher ranked 8th in career tackles at UWL with 248, finishing with a career-high 18 versus UW Platteville on October 12, 1990. He was a member of 2 WIAC championship teams, as well as 1 NAIA and 1 NCAA Division III playoff team. Lauscher earned his bachelor's degree in community health education in 1994. John Lauscher. Our 5th inductee is Caitlin Cheddar-Walgrave, a member of the Eagles track and field team from 2006 through 2009. She earned 13 career NCAA Division III honors, including winning 2 indoor titles in the long jump in 08 and 09, and 1 outdoor crown in 09. Cheddar-Walgrave was selected the 2008-2009 U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association Indoor Field Athlete of the Year, while being named the 09 UST-FCC-CA Indoor and Outdoor Field Scholar Athlete of the Year. Named to the WIAC All-Time Team, Cheddar-Walgrave won 7 league titles, including 5 individually. She was voted the 2008-2009 WIAC Indoor Field Athlete of the League. Cheddar-Walgrave is a member of 6 WIAC championship squads and 6 squads that placed the top 8 at the NCAA Division III Championship. She earned her bachelor's degree in communication studies in 2009. Caitlin Cheddar-Walgrave. Our final inductee today is Derek Kochner, Voted to the WIAC All-Time Track and Field Team. Competing between 2001 and 2004, Kochner helped lead UWL to 8 NCAA Division III championships and 7 WIAC titles. He earned 10 career All-America honors, including 3 titles in the 400-meter hurdles from 2002 through 2004. Kochner was on 2 national championships, 4x400-meter relays in 03 and 04. Kochner won 11 WIAC titles, with 6 coming in individual events. He still holds the conference outdoor record in the 400-meter hurdles and is a member of the league record 4x400-meter relay. He earned his bachelor's degree in exercise sports science in 2004. Derek Kochner. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 UWL Wall of Fame inductees.
There you have it, the Wall of Fame inductees for 2019. We're going to take a break, and we'll be coming back with the second half in just a moment, everybody. So don't go too far. The Eagles are in the lead, 28-3.
At Ace of La Crosse, they know that playtime around here goes year-round. Make the Sportsland stop before you head out hunting, fishing, or camping for quality products and services at great prices. Talk over your outdoor plans with the experts at Ace of La Crosse, your work and play headquarters.
At the new Dahl Honda, we're hitting our stride. We now have 165 Hondas in stock, with more on the way. Or shop the tremendous Dahl inventory of nearly 500 used cars. Come experience the Dahl VIP buying process and learn more about the used car advantage. We've assembled and trained the best team in town, and they'll work hard to find a payment that fits you. Dahl Honda in downtown La Crosse and at dahlhonda.com. Simple.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse. I'm Reed Magnum.
And I'm Chelsea Lynn. And boy, what a fun summer that was.
It was a fun summer. We gave away 2 prize packages, Chelsea.
Yes.
First one with Pepsi, the Ariana Grande prize package. Second one with Mountain Dew, the Jonas Brothers. And the prize packages to Milwaukee, hotel stay, $200 spending money, and a $100 gas card in addition to the pair of great seats. So it was a lot of fun and a lot of water park passes.
Yes.
So thank you guys for a great summer.
Welcome back, everybody. We're just about ready for the second half of football here. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson bringing you the plays today. And our score, 28-3. The Eagles in the lead as we get underway. And Ryan Byrne will kick it off. Here we go. The Titans take the ball. As it rolls away from the receiver, he picks it up at the 5. Does a decent job of getting a few yards in there. That was Tony Stager.
He did, but Zachary Wick from Prior Lake, Minnesota, textbook wrap-up finish tackle.
Well, we're looking at some stats from the first half, folks, and frankly, the Eagles look pretty strong with about 261 yards of offense, while the Titans had only 63.
63 yards. A team that's averaging 370 yards per game, 26 points, and it's 28-3 with a huge disparity in yards. That's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the handoff. They go to the back that time. That's Peter McCudden.
Ran out of bounds, but keep in mind, we shared this earlier, and Ken and Tim, our friend behind us, the SID from Oshkosh, reinforced the fact that these Titans are a second half team. So, get ready for a big second half.
Let's hope so. For everybody, huh? There's Berghammer with the throw out to Guerin, and Guerin will be short of the first down.
A wide receiver screen, well played again. A bubble screen. At every level you see that particular play. Everyone uses it. It's just kind of part of that spread offense, but the Eagles were ready for it again.
Well, here it is, 3rd down and 1 for the Titans now. Titans 1 out of 8 third down conversion. Excuse me, 7 of 10. No, 1 out of 8. That was right. 3rd down conversions in the first half. Not very many.
Blitz for the Eagles.
Pitch out. That time they're going to get it and some extra room too.
Yeah, well,
McCudden runs that one all the way down to the 37-yard line.
The stunt package came from inside. The play went off tackle. That's the gamble. You gamble through one hole, they go to another hole. That's what, and the result, first down.
Joey Stutzman with about 29 yards of rushing in that first half, and the number 2 rusher was Kaiser Helterbrand with 27 yards.
Yeah, wasn't that
making his debut this week?
Exactly, yeah.
There's the snap, and again they'll go to McCudden. This time he's not going to pick up quite as many.
Low man wins.
Couple yards.
Did a nice job of keeping his shoulders down. Ran into a sure tackle by Joey Bolda, the junior.
McCudden had 19 yards in the first half, rushing.
Kaiser Hildebrand, a potential star, is born here on homecoming day.
Second down and 9. Titans ball. Here's Berghammer. Takes the snap, rolls out to his right, looking downfield. Here's the throw, and a little too far. Not able to catch it. I believe that was Jimmy Duvall.
Yeah. Almost threw it to the containers of water that are elevated behind the Titan bench.
Duvall, a 6'2" freshman, playing for the Titans. So they'll give it a go again. Third down and 9. Here's another big third down for the Titans. Eagles look like they're going to bring the house on this one. Let's see. And there's the flag.
Yeah. We got movement from the whiteout, and
Nathan Clark all excited that he pointed that out, wasn't he?
Pointed at him. The referee said, "I don't need your help. I can see him move."
I can see it. Yeah.
Just a little bit of a moved his eyelash, I think, and got the penalty. Trips and a tight end in this package.
Third down and about 14. Berghammer rolls to his right. Looking downfield, pressure coming at him. He's got to spin and get rid of it. There's the throw, and that was just thrown away.
Yeah. Now, do you know that Anthony Schumann from Beaver Dam will not get a credit for a tackle?
No.
But he is the guy that disrupted everything.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people in Beaver Dam watch this telecast.
Well, a big hello to those guys then.
Yeah.
Jonathan Flancher, by the way, said it was good to hear Coach Durnan's voice, but he was used to him yelling at him. Not talking so softly.
Coaches don't yell, do they?
Simonchek calls for a fair catch at the 22.
Simonchek has not had a return today.
He really hasn't. Their special teams does a great job coverage-wise.
They do.
And he's wise enough to just hang on to that and go for the fair catch.
Who's the wisest man that ever lived, do you know?
What was his name?
His name was Socrates.
Aristotle?
His name was Socrates.
How do you know? What, maybe it was Aristotle. That's kind of a subjective thing. Maybe it was my dad. My dad was pretty wise.
Was he? No, I read an article, the wisest man that ever lived was Socrates.
Oh, okay.
So.
That's someone's opinion, though.
Yeah, that's a lot of people's opinion.
First and 10, Eagles now with the ball. Lewandowski hands it to Stutz. No, he keeps it. A keeper for Lewandowski, and he'll pick up about 5 on that play.
Well, you got to read your keys a little better than that.
Yeah.
He faked a little bit, faked to the wide side and kept it himself. And
yeah, faked me.
Yeah. Well, there's deception part
That's
of
the whole idea, right?
Exactly.
Second down and 5 now for the Eagles. 12 minutes left in the third quarter. And here's he calls for the snap, but see if he can catch him off sides. Lewandowski now hands it to Stutzman. Stutzman around the left side. Picks up a few yards. He'll be about a yard short of the first down, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
That stretch play is a challenge against Nick Nolte in particular, who stays home, leads the Titans in tackles. Lots of white jerseys there on that stretch play.
3rd and 1 now for the Eagles. They've done very well on third down, 7 out of 10 so far, so 70% of them they've been able to convert. See how they do on this one. Stutzman again finds a hole, and it's enough for the first down, and they'll get another one.
Yeah, and it was a great hold, and the Titans are asking for a hold, and the officials are not buying. Number number 66, Connor Berry, with a tremendous block. So all of those people watching from Marshfield, raise your glass to Connor Berry. I'll raise my water.
Raise your water. There you go.
Yeah.
1st and 10 now for the Eagles. Lewandowski trips to the left, looks over there, finds Simonchek, and Simonchek will step out of bounds after gaining about 4.
Simonchek with an under route, sending Speaker deep to try to clear that side out, and good first down play.
Nosey with the tackle. 2nd down.
Jake Simonchek so far today has caught 3 passes for 17 yards. His longest one was 9. 2nd down. Lewandowski again is going to keep it. Moves around, takes a dive, and picks up about 3 yards.
Yeah, and using his frame, going horizontal and trying to stretch it out.
3rd and short now.
Tackle on the play by Jensen. 3rd down.
It's like 3rd and 2.
Good block by Connor Berry again. Raise your other glass. If you have 2, 1 in each hand. By the way, I'm raising my water, but after the game, it won't be water.
Okay, 3rd and 2 now. The Eagles. Trips to the right side this time. Stutzman in the backfield. Lewandowski's going to hang on to it again, and he'll get the 1st down.
Yeah, and there was nothing special about that. Nothing creative. Just send a 6'4" kid from Lake Zurich, Illinois, into.
We had a chance to talk to him briefly after the game last week, didn't you?
We did, and
nice young man.
I put a picture of him and I on Facebook. I never got any compliments, but a lot of people wanted his name and address.
I said, hi, Evan. He says, call me Lou. Everybody does.
Yeah.
So, Lewandowski. 1st and 10 now. Trips again to the right. Single receiver to the far side. They go to Stutzman. Stutzman finds a hole, breaks into the line, and picks up about 6 yards.
Do you know, was there a hole there? You said breaks into the hole.
I said a hole,
I think it was a miniature hole because I don't think there was much of a crease, but he found it, didn't he?
Well, and luckily then Stutzman, he's not that tall. He's only 5'7", so he could fit into those little holes.
Yeah, but the Titan defense slamming their hand on the turf saying, like, where did this guy come from? He's not supposed to go through us.
2nd down and 4. Trips to the far side. Speaker here to the close side. And there goes Simonchek in motion. They'll do the sweep, a jet sweep. Simonchek's got some running room. I don't know what that little jump in the air was about.
I don't know. Was it necessary? But, well, maybe he was trying to rise himself to the level of the defense in terms of height. But that was well designed, too, and good blocking on the boundary side, using your motion man to give him some impetus coming off of the motion.
And another 1st down. 1st and 10, Eagles. Simonchek in motion. They fake to Simonchek. And they throw to Lavalarte, and he'll get a 1st down as they pick up about 12 yards on the play.
Well, you build on one play, and then you take it to another level on the next play. So they faked the jet sweep again, and now threw it for another 1st down, and the Eagles are exploiting the Titan defense, wouldn't you say?
I would say. 1st and 10. 8:07 left in the 3rd quarter here. It's 28-3. Eagles in the lead. And again, they'll bring trips to the near side. Speaker's off to the far side. Stutzman in the backfield. There goes Simonchek in motion. They'll go to Stutzman this time. And he'll dive through there and pick up about 5 yards.
I know you probably think I'm related to Connor Berry, but I'm not. But he had another great block, number 66. How do I know? Because I have these very expensive, given to me, binoculars
They look kind of like pop bottles. I thought those were pop bottles.
Oh, boy.
2nd down and 6.
The offensive line, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but are they ever rising to the occasion?
Doing a great job today, that's for sure. All right, Lewandowski now working out of the gun. He's got Stutzman behind him. Here comes Simonchek in motion. Fakes to Simonchek. Throws to the corner. He's looking for a receiver, and not that time.
Yeah, trying to use the pylon, and that was great defense by the Titans. A little bumping, but not enough for a penalty, and Speaker just could not get detached from the defensive back, could he?
Jared Saad was the D-back on that one.
Yeah.
He's a freshman. They're playing a lot of freshmen
Yeah,
today on this team.
I noticed their roster is full of underclassmen, but wait a minute, so are the Eagles. Like 3 guys that set records last week at River Falls, all sophomores.
Wow, good. They'll be around a couple of years.
Lewandowski, Sorensen, and Ryan Byrne.
3rd and 6 now. Lewandowski throws that one. Ooh, went through Simonchek's hands. Could have been picked off, but
yeah, dangerous. But
we may see Ryan Byrne get an opportunity to show how good he is with that leg here. 4th down.
Just some great penetration, Rick, too, right up the middle.
Here he comes. Ryan Byrne will come in, and
Brandon Colgan, by the way, disrupted that play. Well, he's got the ability, Lewandowski holding, so let's give him a chance to kick.
Well, I'll never forget the
35 yards.
The fake they did last year at Luther when they kind of looped the ball up to Byrne and he threw it into the end zone. Remember that?
I do remember. Yeah, I'm not sure you'll see that now.
Probably not. 4th down. Here we go. The kick, it's up, and it's far enough, and it looks like it is not good. Oh, no.
I was about to tack on 3.
Yeah, I was too. Ryan Byrne misses that one. So 28-3 it continues to be.
Yeah, he's 3 for 9 in field goal attempts this year.
6:54 left. We'll take a quick break. Be back after this.
The Arterial Bar and Grill, a tradition in La Crosse. Their chef is cooking up specials every night. Try Wednesday. It's wing night. Get 5 giant wings for just $3 with 13 different homemade sauces to choose from. Thursday, try a gyro basket. And Friday, it's batter fried fish. Check out their Facebook page. Download the Untapped app on your phone for special events like tap takeovers and live music. Breakfast on Friday and Saturday at 8 a.m. and serving breakfast all day Sunday. The Arterial at 16th and Jackson. A tradition in La Crosse. Why not make it yours?
Welcome back, everybody. Oh, a halfback pass, and it's picked off. Outstanding. Picked off by Simonchek, and he's finally brought down
Simonchek
at the 20.
It's called a double pass. You throw it to the boundary side, and then the receiver in the bubble screen throws it to the other side of the field. Not uncommon to see as a play of deception. Did not fool who? You said it. Did not fool the Eagles.
I take that back. That wasn't Simonchek.
No.
That was Nathan Clark.
He's on
Nathan
offense.
Clark. He's having a great day today.
Nathan Clark, is he ever? And he's not a big kid either. But remember when he was dismissed from the field a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, last week. 2 weeks ago.
And then
right.
came back.
Well, they thought it was targeting, and then they decided later in the half that it wasn't. So they let him back out there.
Right.
6:41 left now. Eagles got the ball back. 1st and 10. They're on the Titans 21. Here's Lewandowski. Throws to Simonchek. Simonchek tries to dodge the defender, not getting around him that time. And he's wrapped up by Connor Zerpel.
But you know that just to go back to that interception, so many players will react to a play away from them. They'll temporarily just take a pause, take a break, knowing that the ball's going opposite of their direction.
Yeah.
And not Nathan Clark. He stayed with his man and his assignment the entire way. That is impressive.
And ends up with an interception, yeah. All right, here we go. Simonchek in motion. They fake to Simonchek, and Lewandowski's going to keep it. He looks for a hole, but he's only going to pick up a yard or two.
Yeah, and there was a big collision there,
yeah.
too. And, again, Torrey Jandrin, a 215-pound linebacker from Southern Door, just leveled them.
Well, they need Helterbrand to run that ball.
I could see his body language demonstrates that he didn't like that hit very well. Of course, he's got a 6'4" frame, and
2-by-2 this time. Lewandowski with a single back. Down to 5:26 left in the third quarter. 3rd down and 6. Lewandowski. There's the pass. Oh, dropped by Simonchek. Not quite able to reach it, actually.
Wow, and he was punished again. This time Trenton Lacombe from Seymour.
Kyle Scherenbrock, the defender on that pass. He was right there.
4th down, in comes Will Jostin.
No, they're not going to try for a field goal. They're going to go for it. Well, why not?
Yeah, I don't know. Certainly reachable, field goal, maybe a timeout. Game clock at 8. Or check
play
that
clock.
Play clock at 8. Now at 3.
Takes the snap. They're going for it. Looking to the end zone, going to the corner. He's got a man. Oh, picked off. It was just short. Just short. Doesn't matter. Ball goes over to the Titans anyway.
Not highly problematic, but that time Colin Byer from Mount Orab.
So with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left, the Titans will get it on their own 20.
Maybe.
There's another one. Eagles come away with no score, huh?
Yeah, maybe in retrospect, look somewhere else or run it or field goal or tried to force it.
I thought they should have gone for a field goal.
Yeah,
but
force the speaker, and frankly, he was not open.
Here's Berghammer now, passing down the sidelines to Gerhand, and we got a flag. That's going to be pass interference.
It is. It was either
Nathan Clark.
Either that or a hold. Yeah, I think that was justifiable.
Yeah, I kind of was expecting to see a flag come out there.
It's been a good crew, though. They've let the players decide the game. They've called what needs to be called. I said last night in the Aquinas game, it was just over the top. Penalties that didn't need to be called.
Well, we had only 4 penalties in the entire first half of this game.
Yeah.
I thought the crew at the Holman game did a really good job, too.
Good. I mean, you need that. You need officials that can determine when to call something and when not. Get out of the way.
1st and 10. Berghammer takes the snap. Again, looking to throw. He rolls out, goes deep. He's looking for Gerhand, and is he inbounds? No, they're going to say no catch.
You know what? He was open too, but great timing by Nathan Clark. Again, keep in mind he's only 5'7", and his timing and jumping ability is extraordinary.
Yep. So far, so good. 2nd down and 10. Titans will go with single back, man in the slot, couple receivers off to the right side. Here comes Callis on the sweep. They fake to him and go to McCudden. He'll get the 1st down, and he's still on his feet. Check that. That was Chris Hess, number 25.
Yeah, and he kept his feet going the whole time, Rick. And it just for young people watching, your feet are the most important part. Never give up. Keep your feet moving. Stay low. But you know what? Like 5 Eagles tried to get the ball away from him, and he did a good job of
hanging on to it.
He did, and we got a
time they fake to the runner and then chase down. It's going to be thrown out of bounds. We have a flag down, way downfield though.
We got 5 flags down.
Do we really?
Well, we have 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
I
see
4.
3. 4?
One right here too.
Okay.
And one of the penalties was 12 men on the field for the Eagles because there was a personnel change and they didn't get off in time. And maybe there was something downfield.
See what they call here.
Illegal substitution, 12 men on the field. Defense, 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Well,
so, just the one penalty then.
Yeah, and it was a garden variety penalty.
And you were right. Too many men on the field. So it'll be 1st and 5 now for the Titans. 4 minutes and 33 seconds left. Here's Berghammer out of the gun. Sends a man in motion again. Fakes to the back, looking to throw downfield. He's going deep, headed for Gurand. Gurand in the end zone, can't hang on to it.
You know what? That should have been caught.
I think so too.
It was fairly good coverage by the Eagles.
Max Brower.
Max Brower, who was 6 foot from Woodlands, Texas. But the ball was perfectly thrown. I thought it should have been caught.
2nd down and 5.
Not that I would have caught it. I didn't mean that.
You would have. You've got a year of eligibility left.
Not to play wide receiver.
Oh, okay. All right. 2nd down and 5 for the Titans. Berghammer out of the gun, sends a man in motion. Ends it off to his back. And he'll get the first down and stay on his feet, picking up some more yards.
Yeah.
Chris Hess
I like that.
carrying the ball once again.
I like the play call. Motion and then run behind him. Good block on the edge by Jake Parsons, number 80.
Second first down.
Titans pick up a first down again. 1st and 10. Ball now on the Eagles' 28-yard line. Here's Berghammer again. Takes the snap, fakes to his back, throws it out in the flat. His target that time was Jake Parsons, 6'3" freshman.
Bubble screen.
Gain of 2 yards on the play.
Zach Pierce, one of 3 Eagles there. Moderate gain, 2nd down.
Second and 8.
Zach Bowdry in now at a defensive lineman.
Here we go, 2nd down. Berghammer talking to his back. Callis goes in motion. The snap, Berghammer. Nope, we got flags.
And we got a pre-snap movement by
Yes,
the Titans. That's what it is.
I'll back him up. Ball start. And a 5-yard penalty will move the Titans back 5 yards. All right, here goes Berghammer once again. 2nd down. Hands it off to Heiss again. Hess, rather. And Hess will pick up a few yards.
Jason Meyring with a nice block, too, from West Bend on the right side. But now a big 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd down now for the Titans.
Flathers,
3rd and long.
Flathers in and Dorschner in on 3rd down.
Eagle fans making a little bit of noise now. Berghammer takes the snap, looks downfield. Got a flag. And there's the throw, and Callis it was aimed for, but it was just out of his reach.
Sure,
we have a flag back here.
I think one of the reasons he had good protection
Going to be holding, I
is
think.
because of Bryce, check that, number 79, Amir Hollowell, a 6'5" freshman from Milwaukee Riverside. I think he's the one who held.
Do you decline the penalty here and take it 4th down?
See what Matt Janis, the defensive coordinator, decides. I think
No, they're going to take the penalty.
Take it.
So they'll get to play the 3rd down over again. Well, I suppose if that kicker could hit that field goal again, you'd be giving them 3 points if you took the down. Probably safer to push him back. So it's going to be 3rd and 18 for the Titans. Once again, the Eagle faithful making some noise. They hand it off to Hess again. Hess tries to go out to the right side. He's getting there so far. Still on his feet and out of bounds. He'll come up short of the 1st down.
Good play. I think number 15, Steve, check that. Number 15, Nick Dome got away with a hold on the outside.
So that'll bring up 4th down. It looks like the Titans will go for it. 4th and 7. And again, the Eagle fans making some noise. 4th down. Berghammer looks downfield. There's the throw. Is it a 1st down?
Sure looks like it.
Yeah, it does.
Right at the 1st down marker.
Right at the marker. So, yep, it'll be a 1st down, all right.
Nathan Clark on defense. Great route, perfect timing.
Minute and 44 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here.
Circle that play as a key play if the Titans are going to come back in this game.
Well, we heard they're a 4th quarter team.
That was a pivotal play. That really was. That may have changed the game completely.
1st and 10. Here's Berghammer. Takes the snap. We've got flags. Somebody moved.
That's unusual. If that is another pre-snap Titan penalty.
It is.
It is. Wow.
Back him up 5. Number 65 moved that time, Mike Olson.
Boy, he comes from Harlan Arrowhead. Is that ever a prestigious high school program? They've won numerous state championships.
So 1st and 15 now. Again, that's Hayes in motion. They try to go up the middle with it. They didn't get too far.
They didn't. Trying to use their big offensive line. Talked about their strength. Whipperfirth and Myrick and Olson, Schultz and Hollowell.
49 seconds left in the third quarter. 28-3. Eagles in the lead. Second down and 12 for the Titans. Kobe Berghammer, quarterback, takes the snap. He's got some pressure coming after him. There's the throw into the corner and out of bounds.
Boy,
incomplete.
The Eagle defensive line again.
Yeah.
Number 87 that time.
Well, and I think Rusty Murphy was one of them. They had 3 Eagles coming after him, just chasing him all over.
I'm sorry, number 97, Zach Bowdry from Franklin was the first guy putting pressure on him. Now he gets a break.
Now third down and 12, 24 seconds left in the quarter. Another big third down. Here comes the house too, boy. Now beautifully timed. Peter Kissling hits him just at the right time, knocks it away, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Back in August, Mike Schmidt said, watch Peter Kissling. He's the heart and soul of that defensive backfield unit, and he's right. Well, there's a lot of talented people back there.
But his timing on that one was amazing.
It sure was.
Just perfect. So they'll go for it, though. 4th and 12. Berghammer throws into the corner and bobbled around and almost caught. That was kind of scary, actually.
There's a little bit of a mismatch there too with number 32 again, Nathan Clark at 5'7".
And that leaves 14 seconds on the clock, and the Eagles will get the ball back before the third quarter ends.
Pass a little underthrown though too. If he would have thrown it high,
they looked
could have been 6.
Looked like jugglers back there, didn't they? The way that ball was bouncing around. 28-3, our score. Eagles in the lead. 14 seconds left, third quarter, and the Eagles have the ball on their own 20-yard line. Lewandowski takes the snap, hands it to Stutzman. He gets hit right away and thrown to the ground.
Talk about beating blocks.
By big Brandon Hughes, 275, 6'1".
Yeah, a junior.
And the clock comes down to 0, so that's the end of the third quarter. Our score 28-3. Eagles still in the lead. We'll take a break and be right back.
Ace of La Crosse is your work and play headquarters when it comes to getting the job done. No place gives you better support for home, business, and industry with small engine and power tool repairs. Save by renting when you don't need to buy. Ace offers rentals on hundreds of items.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. And the fourth quarter just about to get underway.
And the third quarter stats coming our way. I'm interested to see that. Thank you. Still, Oshkosh with 60 yards passing.
Wow. Total of 149 yards offense. The Eagles with 324 yards of offense. And they got to be happy with their on-the-ground game, too. 102 yards so far. And here's Lavalarte adding a few more.
Lavalarte just ran back past the first Titan defender, but when you look at third down conversions, Oshkosh 2 of 12.
Yeah.
I mean, ooh, that's
and
not
the Eagles
good.
9 of 14. So.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty poor stats if you're an Oshkosh fan. I'll tell you, looking at some of the revealing things, 149 yards only. The Eagles with 324.
Third down and 9. Lewandowski looking downfield. He's going deep. I don't know. Speaker. He hits Speaker. Holy smoke.
How did he
get that?
How did he take that away from picture defense? I mean, great defense. Colin Byer, number 38, was right there. I mean, you can't play better defense.
What a
than
catch.
that.
No kidding. That was outstanding. Colin Byer, the defender on that one. Wow.
Eagles first down.
Just a post pattern into the heart of that defensive backfield and a perfect strike.
1st and 10, ball on the 43-yard line of the Titans. And we're into the fourth quarter here, folks. There's the snap. Lewandowski steps back, throws, and he's got him. Sorensen will catch that at about the 32. Nope, they're going to move it up to the 31, so it's going to be a first down.
Sorensen ran Colin Byer off deep, and Byer, knowing this explosive speed of Sorensen, then he cut off his route and went out of bounds. Another first down.
1st and 10. Eagles now on the Titan 31-yard line. There's the snap, Lewandowski. Oh, gets nailed that time. Whoa, they came in fast and furious now. That was a big young man, Trenton Lacombe, 5'10", 270.
You call that a bull rush.
Well, that's what I'd call it, yeah.
Here comes the bulls.
Only thing missing was their horns.
Yeah, here comes the bull. But you know what? Mike Schmidt's saying, that's okay. I'd rather have you take a sack than throw the ball to a Titan.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 20 now. Here's Lewandowski out of the gun, single receiver right and one left. They'll go to Stutzman this time. He's going to follow his back and pick up about 6 yards on that play.
He followed his H-back.
Yep.
That's what you call it.
Will Jostin.
Yeah, Will Jostin, a tight end at 6'3", 235. And he is, along with Trenton Smith, he's a good part of that heavy package, isn't he? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Simonchek back in. Will Jostin will come out this time. 3rd down and 13. Could be a passing play. What do you think?
I would guess.
Simonchek, Sorensen, and Speaker to the far side. Lewandowski takes the snap. He's going to roll out to the left, to the right side. There's the throw. He's got Speaker. Speaker hanging onto the ball as they're trying to rip it out of his hands, but he goes out of bounds at about the 12.
A lesson in wrapping your arms around the ball and not letting the opponent take it away. Second lesson, he sat in the pocket. He sat there waiting for the ball. He found a soft spot and a perfect strike from Lewandowski. And he had multiple receivers in that area, too. He wasn't just targeting one receiver.
But he threw that on the run. That was an excellent throw. We're seeing a quarterback here with a lot of confidence today. I think last week did a lot for that young man.
Well, the transformation has been incredible.
Yeah. 1st and 10 now. Trips to the right, to the left side this time. Lewandowski's going to keep it, but he's got nowhere to go, so he'll just eat it.
Yeah.
Loss of about 3 on the play.
Eat it is right. Because when you have somebody with the size of Brandon Hughes at 275 pounds, I think you rather eat turf than eat crow, which means you made a mistake. But did you notice how Brandon Hughes knocks him down and he picks him up and pats him on the back and said, don't worry about it. I didn't mean anything.
I didn't mean anything by it. I'll get you again next time. 2nd down and 13 now. Simicek goes in motion. They fake to him, and Lewandowski carries the ball.
Yeah, and he hung on to the ball.
Yeah, and he'll pick up about 8 yards on that one.
Yeah.
It's going to bring 3rd and 7.
A designed quarterback draw. No doubt about it. Nick Nolte on the tackle. He's played well. Of course, we knew that he would. Leading tackler.
See Roger Herring in the booth next to us there eating a cookie.
Yeah. Lots of old Eagle players and Roger Herring's family.
3rd and 7 now. Lewandowski takes the snap. He's going to run with it. Spins around. Nope, maybe he's going to throw it. He's going to throw it away is what he's going to do.
Oh, I think that was too much pirouetting and too much like.
Well, I think he was supposed to run with it, but there was a lineman standing right in front of him and nowhere to go, So he was trying to make something out of it, but looks like they'll bring Ryan Byrne out maybe.
Yeah. But knowing that,
that's not Ryan Byrne, is it?
Ryan Byrne is supposed to be the holder, and he came out. And that's why the timeout is occurring.
Can you have two number 10s out there? They had 2 number 10s on the field at the same time. How can we decide who is who?
Well,
timeout.
It was Cade Garcia that was in there, the holder. And the other 10 was Bryce Wessling, the kicker. So let's see why the timeout occurred.
Well, next week, folks, we're headed to Whitewater with the Eagles. So Friday night, we'll be following Holman over to Hartford. And we'll have our other crew going to GET with Aquinas. And then we'll also follow the Eagles as they go to Whitewater. And that's going to be equally as important a game as this one is.
I'd say what a special night for the Blue Girls. They had not been to the playoffs since 2012.
Yeah.
And it was just the stands emptied onto the field after the game.
Is that right? That was great for them. But they got a tough one next week. GT is not going to be an easy one. Here's Ryan Byrne now out there to make this kick. Snap. It's down, and now it's up, and it's far enough, and he's got it.
Yeah, well, that looked good. That was a great snap, a great hold, a great kick, and a great ending.
So the Eagles add another 3, and it's 31-3. 9:51 left.
Yeah, you're right about the Blue Girls having to travel to GET Nation. It's a new field there, but it's going to be awful tough to win there. That will be. But in Jackson Flotmeyer, the freshman, came in and quarterbacked after Gavin Wetzel was hurt last night. The senior leader with a sprained ankle. I talked to his mom this morning, and she said it was just a ankle sprain. So
will he be back next week?
There's a possibility. He's still a little gentle with his gait.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, you're gentle with your gait, aren't you? But you don't have a sprained ankle.
No, I don't. 11 plays, 70 yards, took him 5:23, and a 26-yard field goal brings us another 3 points. 31-3 over the Titans. 9 minutes, 51 seconds left. The Titans about to get the ball back.
And about to realize that there is a huge sense of urgency here. They need to produce something, or this game is over. Is it over yet? No.
No.
But
it's close.
But a possession that doesn't result in anything for the Titans, it could be.
It's a 4-touchdown difference here. In the end zone, he catches it out to the 10, the 15, out of the 20. And finally, Tobin slows him down, and a whole crowd of maroon jerseys take him down.
Yeah, Elijah Alt, too, from Lone Rock River Valley High School.
I think they were all in on that one. But they'll put the ball at the 28-yard line, so the Titans will start there, 1st and 10 on their own 28.
As they gather around their offensive coordinator.
Hey, I was going to ask you, who have you got coming up on Seven Rivers Sports this week? Next Wednesday.
Let's see. This coming week, it is Onalaska football.
Oh, is it? Or is it cross country?
It could be. It's one of the two. I'll let
Think about that.
Post it on Facebook.
Okay.
There's shows that are. We have a penalty too.
Oh.
The shows, lots of shows coming up.
Oh yeah, I know you do have Onalaska football coming up.
Yeah, UW cross country. We have. We have Luther tennis, which first time they've ever been to the state.
Oh.
And then we'll have UWL football in the next couple of weeks.
And here's Berghammer fading back. He's going to have to hustle. Finally finds a receiver, and he gets it off to Callis. Callis will pull it in just, I don't know, it looks like he's short of the first down by maybe a yard.
For those of you that are interested in Seven River Sports, I always post something on early in the week. We're going to have Cole Wisniewski on, too.
From Sparta?
Yeah, along with Carter Horseman.
Here come the Eagles. Oh, and they hit him just as he releases the ball. Berghammer goes down, but Callis catches it, still on his feet. And he's going to pick up about 17 yards on that play.
Yeah, Matt Janish called a stunt, and it was a good call. But when you do that, you gamble.
Yeah, Berghammer got it away, but just as he threw it, he got hit and taken down.
Joey Bolda was in his
Is that
grill.
who it was?
Yeah.
Well, they'll go trips to the left side this time. Berghammer again. Over the middle, he finds a receiver. Gets that one to Jimmy Duvall.
Joey Bolda on the tackle, too, as we're just under 9 minutes, and you can see
there is some urgency here now. Second down and 2.
Not taking too much time off that play clock either.
Clock ticking away. Berghammer once again takes the snap. Over the middle he goes. That one pops up in the air. Could have been picked off, but he was intending that for Duvall again. But
yeah, Bolda again. 3 times in a row he's been a principal defender.
Third down. 8:41 left on the clock.
A touchdown here by the Titans gives them a little bit of hope.
3rd and 2. There's the snap. Berghammer hands it off. And he'll get the first down. That is McCudden, the ball carrier.
Nice block by Steve Sayer, I'm sorry, the tight end from Rice Lake.
At the Titans first down. Bolda making the tackle.
1st and 10. Titans ball. There's Berghammer. He rolls out. He's looking downfield, looking for a receiver. Has to get rid of it. And he does. He throws it out of bounds because in his face was quickly coming the defense. Ryan Flathers.
Dorschner making an impact to it. The 6'6" sophomore from Neenah.
2nd down and 10 now for the Titans. 8:19 left.
We talked early in the game, Josiah Gerlich out for the season, starting at defensive tackle. Wish him the best in his recovery.
Berghammer throws to the end zone and overthrows his intended receiver, Ryan Hayes.
Yeah, he was open too, but the ball throwing too far to the boundary side. Trying to pick on Clark again.
I don't know, Nathan Clark's the one that picked off a pass earlier.
Yeah. Is that young man in the running for player of the game?
Could be. He's had a couple of good moves. 3rd and 10. There's Berghammer. Takes the snap.
Good protection.
Right over the middle, and not that time. Looks like the intended receiver was Steve Schurer, one of their tight ends.
You know, the protection has been fairly consistent, but the Eagle defensive backs have not given an inch.
No, the defense has been doing a great job today. 4th down, 4th and 10, and the Titans will go for it. They kind of have to at this point. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Single back. Berghammer, they're coming after him, but he gets it away, and it's caught. Gerhand was the intended receiver, and they'll get the first down.
Yeah, boy, that was
Gerhand, rather, excuse me.
That was another defining play. Broke off his route in front of Max Brower. A failure to get a first down there would have been the game, and there is a penalty on the. Yeah,
there is,
penalty
and
on
it's against the Titans. Oh my! So the 4th down is going to be played over again, and it's going to be 4th and 20. Was it a holding call?
It was.
Oh.
Keep in mind the officials at this level, every foul, every flag is broken out on a film clip, and if it's not justifiable, you don't continue to work at the college level. That's how, and it should be, you should be accountable.
4th and 20 now. Trips to the right side. Single receiver to the left, and Berghammer takes the snap. Eagles coming after him. He's got to run out of the pocket. He's got some pressure. He throws it to the end zone. Gerhand is open. Oh, knocked away.
Good protection again. Oh my goodness, perfect timing on the jump.
I think that was Schober.
He elevated, Schober did, at 6 foot, became 6'6", and knocked it down.
Had his eye on the ball the whole time, I think. So Eagles will take over on their own 38-yard line with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left.
That was critical in terms of the Titans having any chance.
Jeff Clark says, how about them Eagles?
Yeah, thanks
for watching, Jeff. You bet.
Yeah, I know Jeff Clark.
1st and 10. Lewandowski takes the snap. Quick throw. And Sorensen's going to pick up about 10 yards. A little more than that. Be a first down right away.
Kind of a safe pass, and we had not seen Sorensen on the backside of a bubble screen until that play.
Fire making the tackle. That's an Eagle first down.
1st and down at 1st and 10 as the Eagles move into Titan territory now. Ball on the 49-yard line. And Lewandowski sets him up. Takes the snap. Another quick throw. Sorensen throws to the one receiver while Speaker takes out the first defender.
Yeah. Well, notice, I'm sure our viewers can see this. Notice how soft the Titan defensive backs are. When you give them receivers that much cushion, that you throw those kinds of passes.
Lavalarte comes into the lineup. Sorensen will come out. And now would be a good time to eat a lot of clock, I would think, too.
Yeah.
2nd down and 4.
Again, fairly soft coverage on Speaker.
Here's Stutzman. We got a flag comes flying in.
That's not good news for the Eagles because that is a holding penalty. Throwing from the white hat toward the offensive line. That means, could mean face mask, but doubtful. It is a hold. We'll see that. Usually a face mask comes from the umpire position.
Yep, so it's a hold. They'll back him up 10 yards. So it's going to be 2nd down and 14. .646 left in the game, 31-3, Eagles in the lead. And here we go. Lewandowski takes the snap. He's going downfield, looking for Speaker, and Speaker catches it.
Where did that kid come from?
Fantastic.
Is there anything he doesn't catch? Again, taking advantage of single coverage. And you can't guard him single coverage. Maybe in the NFL, but not in Division III college football.
What an amazing catch.
And again, nothing wrong with the coverage.
No. He was right there. He's,
Jared Saad right there.
Stride for stride was right with him.
He's just too talented.
And so glad he plays for the Eagles.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 1st and goal. Stutzman cuts up field and picks up about 3.
Yeah, you can't throw to Speaker all the time, you know. You got to let your running backs get some work, too. That's not fair.
I don't know. I think Speaker would love it if you threw it to him all the time.
I don't think the defense would. But I see Cole Speaker just about every day when I'm teaching at Logan Middle, because he teaches as a student teacher.
Oh.
So I talk to him all the time, and when I go into the classroom, even if he's teaching, I say, "Look, come outside, I got to talk football with you a little bit."
2nd down and goal. Ball on the 7. Lewandowski now looks to the corner, and Sorensen, and to me, like Sorensen got a little push there.
Yeah, but the official says it was non-catchable.
Okay.
And he's right.
To the intended receiver.
Little gentle, excuse me, bump. Well, I hope that we have continue to get nice fall days here into the Thanksgiving. It's November.
Supposed to get cold next week.
November next Friday, November 1st, right?
Yeah, let's hope next Friday's warm, but
yeah,
I'd heard colder weather during the week, low 30s for highs.
I don't want to hear about that.
Really.
This is a beautiful day.
So enjoy the weekend here.
Tomorrow is supposed to be the same.
Lewandowski takes the snap, rolls out, looks to the end zone, and picked off.
Oh.
Threw it away, caught on the 1-yard line by one of the Titans. See if I can catch a number down there.
Yeah, don't force it. Don't force it. Don't throw it into the hands of a white jersey.
That was Colin Byer.
He's their key defensively, and don't give him any kind of a prayer.
So with 5 minutes left, the Titans will get the ball back on their own 1-yard line. 99 yards of green in front of them, and 5 minutes left.
There really wasn't a window at all there. He just made a bad choice.
Well, he threw it kind of short, too. I think he meant to throw it into the end zone, but
should have thrown it up in the bleacher section is where he should have thrown it.
Eagles are going to come after him. They look like they are lined up on the line.
They changed their call.
See the blitz coming. There it is. Quick throw, though, and they get it out of there.
Yeah.
It's caught by Jake Parsons.
Yeah, good adjustment, too. Took the ball away from the Eagles, and
Parsons, a 200-pound freshman.
We got 5 minutes here, so don't change the channel.
Clock still ticking away. There's the snap. Quarterback, Berghammer, looking around. Getting chased down. They get him in the end zone. It's 2. Oh, he throws it away at the last minute. But he's hit immediately. He gets that ball out of his hands and into the hands of Joe Franks.
Jeez,
and right away he gets hit. Who was that? That was Zach Zilmer.
Well, Anthony Schumann started it. Talk about a jailhouse break.
Titans would have had. They were looking at a safety there.
They were like within a yard.
So the ball moved to the 3-yard line now. It's going to be 2nd down and 22. And the Eagles will try to get him in the end zone. Berghammer, that looked like holding to me down there too, but
it sure did.
Didn't it look like 79 was holding?
You and I
number
would
92
agree with that.
Anthony Schumann.
We caught it from the backside, but it sure looked like he pulled him to the ground, didn't it?
Yeah. So it'll be 3rd down and 22.
I think you look for an under route here and send a couple guys deep and try to find a soft spot in the middle.
Again, the crowd making some noise. 3rd down. They go up the middle with him. Give it to their running back, number 42, Joe Franks. 220, 6 foot, 220 sophomore. And he'll pick up some yardage, but not enough. Brings up 4th and long.
It's encouraging to see about 6 maroon jerseys arrive at the scene of the ball.
Well, the Eagle defense has been doing an outstanding job today.
Joey Bolda.
If they can bring this to Whitewater next week,
so
that's going to be a game.
Am I the one that said the Nightmare on Elm Street last week?
Yeah. Well, it turned it around today, didn't they? 4th down. Kicking from their own end zone. Gets it away. Simonchek at about the 50. Calls for a fair catch. In Titan territory, they'll start on the 49.
Well, with 3 minutes to go, the question is, offensive coordinator Mike Schmidt, will you run the ball?
You think? Eagles with 460 yards of offense and Oshkosh with only 200 yards.
See Roger Herring sitting in the booth next to us and getting ready for his celebration, which starts at 4:30 at Mitchell Hall.
Somebody down there making a lot of noise. 1st and 10 now. 3 minutes left, as you said. Here's Lewandowski. He takes the snap, hands it off. Oh, we've got, not Lewandowski in there now. It's Jack Connolly in. Second string quarterback is in there now.
We're hoping Lewandowski's not injured.
No, I'm sure they just said, let's hang on to him, keep him healthy.
Yeah. But Roger Herring being part of the post-game celebration, and Barry Shockmel, a friend and a player here and a coach, one of the speakers, Tony Krisnovich, Larry Terry, a program at 6 o'clock at Mitchell Hall, and a way to celebrate this win and celebrate the legacy of Roger Herring.
2nd down and 2 now. Here's Connolly out of the gun. Takes the snap, hands it off. And the ball carrier, Josh Madison, a 210-pound sophomore. First time we've had a chance to call his number.
Rochester John Marshall. So this game is essentially over.
Yep.
And
Kobe Vines coming into the lineup now, running back. Also, he's a senior, a 225-pound senior, and I don't think we've called his number at all.
Well, I know who he is from coming to practice. And
he's in the backfield now.
Skilled young man, too. Plays on the scout squad.
1st and 10. See if they give him the ball. Conley hands it to him. Absolutely. Crash into the line. Kobe Vines picks up a couple of yards.
So this will be a victory that will be not only heard around the state of Wisconsin in the WIAC, but throughout the Midwest and in the country in Division III, and it'll elevate the Eagles up to in the rankings. And
well, yeah, the Oshkosh was ranked.
Down.
Oshkosh was ranked, weren't they?
They were. But they will fall a little bit, but it's not the end of the season for the Titans, who
certainly not.
Still will continue to have a good season, I am sure.
Again, Vines carries the ball. He'll pick up a couple of yards. 53 seconds left.
Boy, is this an impressive media guide here that the Kennan has put together? Wow. This will be my bedside reading material for the next couple nights. So the Titans, going to find what's up for the Titans here in the next couple of weeks.
3rd down and 7 for the Eagles. 26 seconds left. We're ticking down to the end of the game, folks. Connolly in there at quarterback. He'll hand it to Vines again. Vines gets hit. Goes down. No gain. Brings up 4th down.
The Titans.
That's it, folks.
Platteville, River Falls, and Whitewater ahead for them. So they'll have to regroup, and I'm sure that will be addressed probably tonight. They won't even wait till tomorrow to discuss that one.
Well, you probably have some final thoughts here before we pick our players of the game.
I have. Are we going to take a break so I can gather my thoughts here? Or
no,
not?
We're not taking a break.
Okay.
You got to have your thoughts right now.
I mean, what an inspiring victory, to say the least.
Absolutely.
I mean, I was hoping and I thought the Eagles would win. Did I think it would be this decisive? I must admit, no, I did not. And this is a statement game, as I said. It's a huge win in front of a homecoming crowd. It started with a toss by Roger Herring that went to the Eagles' way, and so on winning the toss, and it ends with a victory celebration here as the Mike Schmidt is. I don't know. I'll have to ask him in our meeting this next week if this was the most special victory so far in his young career. I would think he probably would say yes.
More than likely.
But what's ahead for those Eagles? At Whitewater, we'll be there. That will be critical. They'll need the same performance and maybe even more than UW Eau Claire. Another group broadcasts this game, I think.
Yep, the Eau Claire game.
then we finish at Stevens Point. So a loss would have knocked the Eagles out of any chance in the postseason and any a chance to go to win a title. So that's how big this is.
Eagles serenading the crowd now, as they usually do with the band. After each victory, at home anyway.
And one of my favorite songs, by the way, too. The Eagle coach is celebrating, and I would think the Eagle players would celebrate this evening too.
Well,
somewhere, maybe Howie's.
Maybe 475 yards of offense, 123 yards rushing. Joey Stutzman finishes with 55 yards on the ground. Helterbrand second with 27. Simonchek with 18. Joshua Madison with 13. Evan Lewandowski, 39 attempts, 24 completions, 3 interceptions today for 352 yards. He was sacked twice, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Cameron Sorensen with 120 yards in receptions, but Speaker with 170. Simonchek with 23 and Labalarte with 25. Sean Parker had 1 punt for 43 yards. Cameron Sorensen had 1 punt return for 11 yards. Brad Tobin had a kick return for 11 yards. Nathan Clark leads him in tackles with 6 of them. And Schober with 5 tackles today. Joey Bolda with 5 and Zach Pierce with 5. So that kind of lays out the stats for you. So who's your player of the game?
I'm gonna expand from player to players.
Oh,
and
of course you are.
I'm gonna start with Nathan Clark on defense, and you would absolutely agree with that.
Absolutely agree with
but
that.
I'm gonna say Nathan Clark and the rest of his defensive backs.
Defense did a great job today.
Entire defense, starting with Matt Janis, the defensive coordinator. They were criticized from last week. They redeemed themselves in a powerful way here this afternoon. And I'm going to go Cole Speaker, 6 catches, but some of them were like, you have got to be kidding me catches.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he needs to be he needs to be recognized. And Lewandowski, 2 sacks, 2 TDs. And, I mean, maybe not up to the standards of last week, but still pretty darn good. He needs to be recognized, too. And so it was I think the defense just put the offense in good position the whole time. So it was a monumental win, and it was a win the defense deserves to get a lot of the credit. Now, on the flip side with the Titans,
201 yards of offense, only 95 yards passing, and 106 yards rushing. It'd be tough to, Riley Callis did a pretty good job on a few receptions there. Rushing-wise, McCudden carried the ball quite a bit. He ended up with 49 yards. Chris Hess carried it half as much and had 51 yards. Joe Franks with 11. Kobe Berghammer carried the ball, and he netted 5 yards. Passing-wise, he had 35 attempts and 13 completions, so only about 40% on his completions. So not a good day for the Oshkosh Titans at all.
I think it was a good day for Nick Nolte, the sophomore from Blue Mounds. And he had 34 tackles going into this game and added 10 to his total. So I'm going to go with him as my player of the game. Certainly the offense did not produce like they had, and I mean that's just obvious. It'll be interesting to see. I'm going to watch how these Titans rebound the rest of the way. And I know their coaches, and I know the character of their coaches, so I would expect that they will come back in flying colors. So.
All right, next week it's Whitewater, folks. We hope you'll join us. I want to thank Kyle up on the roof there for running the camera for us today. And for Terry Erickson, I'm Rick Wilson. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hi, it's Eagle football on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com. The Eagles win it today, 31-3. Well, have a great day.
You've been watching Game Day, the University of Wisconsin La Crosse Eagles on KQEG TV. Today, the Eagles took on the UW Oshkosh Titans. Our game has been brought to you by 360 Real Estate, helping to build the future of La Crosse. The Arterial Bar and Grill. Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Dahl Honda, your hybrid headquarters at 4th and Cass. Ace of La Crosse and Ace Sportsland in the Shelby Mall. And Howie's on La Crosse. Before or after the game, make it Howie's on La Crosse. Join us next week at the same time for college football and the UW La Crosse Eagles on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.